Guys, like the vid, guys, like the vid, like the vid, like the vid, subscribe, smash the like button, guys, smash the like button. Like the vid, guys, like the vid, subscribe, smash the like button, guys. So, guys, we are through to the semi-final of the Carabao Cup. We're gonna talk about the Carabao Cup because I wasn't impressed with our performances in the first half, but I think in the second half we play much better. And I need to have a conversation about Poch with the way kind of set up the team because I don't like the way set up the team with regards to not playing player in the right positioning. I don't like that. He needs to understand a lot in terms of playing player in that position is very, very important. It is. It is. It is, man. It is. It is. He needs to play player in their right positioning. I don't like the way he set up the team, but again, finally we are through to the Carabao Cup semi-final. So we're also gonna do the reaction to the Champions League. We're gonna do about the group and everything. Then we get the heck out of here. Like the video, subscribe, smash the like button. Get that freaking likes up. Get that likes up, guys. Get that likes up. My people, get that freaking likes up. It's very, very important. Like the video, subscribe, smash the like button. Let's go, everybody. Let's go. Guys, like the vid, guys, like the vid, subscribe, smash the like button, guys. Guys, it is very, very important. Like I said, this tournament is very important because if we win this tournament, we go straight to the and we go to the Conference League. We go to the Conference League, and if we win the FA Cup, we go straight to the Europa League. This team needed. This is what the team needed in terms of actually winning. A lot of things have been going on in this club. So many changes, player going, player come out, up and down performances and everything. So we need stability, which is very, 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 very important. It is very key in terms of the way we want to set up as a team. It is very, very important. We need stability. It is very key. And we can't keep having this kind of performances. It won't go well because as much as I'm still a little bit skeptical with Poch. Poch needs to get everything right. He's playing player out of position, and I don't like that. Play left back in his left back position. This is not. It's not hard to do. Mason is a left back. Play him as a left back. Gusto is a right back. Play him as a right back. It's very simple. Don't complicate things for yourself. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't. It does not make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't, man. You are complicating things for yourself. But you're gonna when you complicate things for yourself, you're gonna lose a lot of matches. Play player in the right positioning. And in the second half, when he switched, look at it when he switched, goes to back to the right back and to his positioning and brought on Mass. You see the difference because now a player is playing in his right positioning. You can see the difference. I don't understand why Poch is doing this. Why is he doing it? He needs to play player in the right positioning. So he needs to play player in the right positioning. When you do that, when you play player in the right positioning, for me, they will perform. You can see. My problem is who are we crossing to? When Nicola Jackson and Broja are coming to the team to play together with the team. So I'm kind of confused. But overall, a win is a win. It is very, very important, man. It is important. Very, very, very key. It is very, very, very key. It is very important. Very important to go to the Carabao Cup semi-final. It is because if you don't qualify, FFP, oh Lord have mercy. But it is very key, especially for the young players and even for Poch himself. He needs to understand the DNA of Chelsea is winning. You win whatever reason. So you have to find a way to and see Poch. He needs Poch. I don't know what to say about you because if you're not gonna play in the right position, you're gonna get yourself sacked. I'm not joking. You will get yourself sacked because you are getting to a situation where you're gonna get yourself sacked. Players are there. This team have talent. Play them in their right position. Like I'm confused. Like, what is the pattern of play of this team? Is it gonna be just sideways, 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 cross and inshallah, sideways, 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 cross, boom, sideways, 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 cross, boom? Because it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't. You can't keep playing sideways, 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 boom, cross. It does not make any sense. We have to have a pattern. I understand there's injuries. I get there's injuries. I'm not disputing that there's no injuries. There are injuries. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So I understand there's injuries, but again, if there's injuries, play player in their positioning where you're gonna know, okay, I'm playing this person in their positioning, they will perform. Stop playing player out of position. It does not make any sense. Maston is the left back. Play him as a left back. You don't have Chiwe no Kukurela. Play Marcin in his left back positioning. He can invert. Gusto is a natural right back. Play him as a natural right back. Very simple. Don't make things complicated for yourself. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't. It doesn't. So and again, Enzo Fernandez is not fully fit, and you are playing. Is unwell. You are playing. I'm confused. If player is not feeling well, don't even play him at all. Don't. Don't. Don't at all. Don't even play him. It doesn't make any sense at all. It doesn't. It doesn't make any. It doesn't make any sense at all. At all. And again, guys, you can see the difference when Christopher Lukaku comes in. You can see a quality player there. You can see the difference. When player like Lukaku comes in, you see the difference because that's a quality player. You see in there his touches, his vision, and everything. You can see the difference. So we need to get him fit as soon as possible and get him ready because it's gonna be very pivotal. It's gonna be very pivotal, man. It will be very 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 pivotal, man. So it is very very important because guys, we have to win this tournament. It is very important, especially for the young player. It is key, guys. It is very 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 key. We have to win this tournament, and overall, I'm happy though. I'm happy because now we win this competition and we can go forward. Like I said, I don't want to face Liverpool in the two-legged because facing them in the two-legged tie, I don't, man. I don't. Two-legged tie because I know how good Liverpool is. Liverpool will kill us with cross. With the way we are defending, Lord have mercy on us. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy on us. So I don't want that situation. I don't. I do not want that situation. I don't. But again, I am happy for Mikel Model because he has been on a lot of scrutiny in terms of is he good enough, too much investing a lot of money on him and everything. I'm happy for him. He came up big, and it is very very important for players, especially player like him, to come up big in a tournament in a competition. You need him to turn up. He came up big, so I'm happy for him because the amount of scrutiny he's been getting, amount of scrutiny he's been getting, cannot be neglected. But again, I'm happy. Why I'm happy is because these players are young. It will take them time for them to gel, chemistry and everything. And when you have player like Christopher Lukaku coming, a quality player like him, it will help the team a lot going forward. It will. Mhm, mhm. So it will help the team a lot. It will help the team a lot. But overall, I'm happy, man. I'm happy. I'm happy because the team needed it, man. The team needed it. It is very, very key because a tournament like this, we needed to win, man. It is very, very important. FFP, the young players, the ownership have get a lot of scrutiny in terms of their recruitment and everything. So we needed to get it right. It is very, very important. We needed to get it right, especially the this competition. I don't know. Everybody doesn't take it serious. Like I said, I take it very serious. The competition I want to win. The last time we won this competition was in 20 was in under, I think under Mourinho, if I'm not mistaken. I'll have to check. If I'm not mistaken, I will have to check because the last time we won this competition was under maybe 2014, 2015. I have to check. 2014, 2015, if I'm not mistaken. I have to check to confirm. That was the last time we won this competition. So under Sarri, we won the Europa League. Under Conte, we won the Premier League and the FA Cup. Okay. So apart from that, that's it. So I'm trying to get my head onto like in what way. I think the last time we won this Carabao Cup was in 20, I believe 2015, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not mistaken. Mhm. I think for me, I believe that was 2015, man. That was the last time we won it was 2015. So I think that was, and so we needed this competition to win, especially the players, man. They needed this confidence. It is very, very key. They needed this, man. It's very, very key and very, very important. It is key. They have to because competition I think bring confidence. Guys, like that damn vid, guys. Like that vid, man. Like the vid, subscribe, smash the like button, guys. Get the likes up, guys. Like that vid, my people. Like the vid. I will read the chat. Don't worry. Like the video. I'll read the chat. I've already sent the link out for people who are asking for the link. The link is out already. You can join the show. I sent the link out already. I sent it out already. So for me, overall, I'm happy though. I'm happy because a competition like this is very important for the players. They are young. The ownership, it is very, very important for them. It is. Pochettino, it is very important for him because the fan base doesn't like him, including me, because there's a lot of question mark on his decision making, which he has to get right. His decision making has been a little bit like subpar, but again, we can see when you play players in that position. Gusto is a right back, play him as a right back. And Martin is a left back, play him as a left back. Don't complicate things for yourself. Kukurela and Chilwell is out. Play him there. He can defend, he can attack, he can cross. This guy was the player of the season in Burnley. So I am confused why this guy cannot even get a run of games. And that's on Poch. He's a natural left back. Play him there. I don't get. Okay, if you're not playing Vatel, if you're not Pep. Pep does that bullshit a lot. But he kind of invert players a lot. You're not Pep. You're not on the caliber of Pep yet. Don't do that. You're not on the caliber of Pep yet. Don't do it, man. Don't do it. Don't do it. Play player in their positioning. Gusto is a right back. Play him as a right back. And Mason is a left back. Play him as a freaking left back. Stop complicating because the more you complicate things, the more you're gonna put yourself in trouble. This team is talented enough. This team doesn't even deserve to be 10th position because we are good enough to be more than 10. But again, the excuses, injuries, young players in the time. Now, the players are coming back bit by bit. Now we have to get performance in. Wolves, Palace, and Luton Town. I know those are teams that play that fight before and everything. But those 3 matches, I expect a 9 points in those 3 matches. Because getting a 9 point will also help the team coming into the new year in January, where we can easily relax in January because we're gonna be a little bit up in the table, which help the players' confidence. It help the player confidence a lot in terms of their ability. It help them a lot. So we have to make sure that we kind of, like I said, the consistency is key. You can't keep playing sideways. You should not complicate things for yourself. You need to play player in the right position. It's very simple. It's very simple. It's very, very simple. It is very, very simple. It is. It is simple, man. It is. It is. So it is, man. It is. Guys, I will really shout, man. I will really shout. I will really shout. But like I said, I'm happy overall for the performances of the team. Performances, I'm happy because now this is a massive confidence going forward. It helped the team a lot. So going forward, it helped the team a lot. We can always do much better. So we can always do much better, man. It's very very important, especially a competition like this. Like Paul Joe has not even win anything in England. He needs to have a DNA of winning. Mhm. Because I remember Pep when Pep came in, the first trophy he first won was the Carabao Cup. So it was the Carabao Cup. Even club under Tuchel, we lost under Tuchel, we lost the Carabao Cup and the FA Cup to Liverpool. We lost to them. So it is very important. We have to take it serious. It is important. We have to take it important because this competition is very very key. We have to win it. For me, we have to. For me, the Carabao Cup, I don't know why they're putting home and away. Should have been just straight boom. You play one matches, game over. You are in the final. But again, I can understand why they are playing home and away. I understand that, but again, the player needs to perform, especially the big players, man. This is especially the big players who have had a lot of scrutiny, a lot of scrutiny, man. A lot of scrutiny is in this team. So overall, the team overall is a performance where like I'm like, okay, we need to keep going now. It is which is key for me. It is key. It is key for me, man. We need to keep going now. We need to keep going because you can't keep going this way because it won't make any sense. We cannot. So we have to like it is key. Very, very key. It is, man. Because let me go the chat. Phillips, shout out to you, Philip. Philip said we had more offside than shot on goal. Fucking pot, man. Lord have mercy, Phillips. I don't know, man. Our offense look confused. Yeah, I don't know what is going on with the combination of the offense we have, man. I don't know. We need to find a way. The combination is a little bit weird, man. Big up Abdullah and the panel, inshallah, but Lord have mercy on us. Have mercy. Ibela is say, now only power. See, well, you have a quality player in your team. You know how good of a player they can be. Like I said, once Nkunku is fit and ready to go, I think that will help us a lot because you can see the difference when it comes in. You can see. You can see the difference when it comes in, man. You can see the difference when it comes in. You can see the difference. So, like I said to Poch, play player in their positioning. Right back is a right back. Left back is a left back. Very simple. Mm-hmm. So right back is a right back. Left back is a left back, man. Play them in the right positioning. Very simple. Very simple, man. Very, very simple. Like I said, Paul just it doesn't need to complicate. It's complicating things for him. I don't know why it's complicating things. Why? I have no idea. But overall, I am happy because people might not get the Carabao Cup. I rate it because it's a tournament where you have to, especially with the way we were playing in the team. I don't know how we're gonna finish top five, top six. I don't know if we don't finish top five or top six. We need to win the Carabao Cup. That's Conference League. You win the FA Cup, that's automatically Europa League. So we have to win trophies to have that European pedigree or not. The amount of money we spent. This team is talented enough to do well. It's all about finding the right combination. And I think a win like this will give Paul the time, the fans the time and everything. We know the players are young. We know they are young. But again, it's very important, man. It's key. It's key, man. It's key. Consistency is the key, man. It is. It is, man. It is. We have to like. God forbid Palmer getting. Well, Tayo, if Palmer gets injured, just dissolve our club, man. Just dissolve it, man. Anything, shout out to you. I think the guys give their best to the knowing when Newcastle had one game plan, score one and defend. Yeah, I agree. I agree. I agree. I agree. Even their goal were the mistake from us. Mm-hmm. And I won't blame Badiashile per se because he's been very good ever since he came back from injury. Mistake like that can happen. I think it's all about Levi Cohen making a horrendous passes. Pass to your nearest man. He passed the ball over and Cancelo were not able to. Moses were not able to get on the ball. I mean, when he didn't get on the ball, he caused distraction for Thiago. And I think Thiago Silva should have anticipated the ball very well first. Silva should have done it, man. But again, but actually is a little bit mistake. It can happen. Mistake like that can happen. I won't blame him. He's been doing well, man. He's been doing well. Gabe Gallagher is flowers. He's been see. I can't say no more. You can't hate him. That's it. You cannot hate him. Cocaine. You can't hate cocaine. So I don't know what people want me to do. You cannot hate cocaine Gallagher. You can't know. You can't hate cocaine Gallagher, man. You can't hate cocaine Gallagher. So we know it's been good, but again, we know what Chelsea is gonna do. We will sell him because of pure profit. We will sell him. So we will sell him, man. Because of pure profit. We will sell him. So does this surprise me? Nope, it doesn't. It doesn't because it is pure profit. So we'll sell him to make money. It is. It is pure profit, man. It is pure profit. So if a second like that, will it surprise me? It won't surprise me because this is not the first time Chelsea will be doing it. Pure profit. So it won't surprise me. But again, we need to play much better, man. We need to play better. We need to play better. And I think a competition like this is all about movement for me. It's all about movement for me. It's about movement. So we need to perform very well. Our performance needs to show a lot, man. It needs to, man. Mm-hmm. So we need to perform. It's very key, very very key, very key. So, but they actually has been very good. Cowell. See, I won't tell you. I will not blame Badiashile for that goal though. It was Cowell that passed that back. I said it was good today. I won't lie. It was after that yellow card. It was good today. It was good. It was good today. It was very good today for me. But Cowell is a little bit suspect because that is where I'm looking at Poch. Ian Martin is a left back. Play him as a left back. You should not complicate things. I know sometimes what you want them to do, they're not doing it. But Levi Cowell cannot invert. We know that for sure. We know that for sure. You're not playing a team that is, even if you're playing a team that is playing from like in terms of coordination, like you have big players at the back who can do their job for you. Martin can overlap, play him there. Martin can overlap, play him. I don't understand Poch, man. I don't get it. See, if I'm the one, immediately I will sell him because we know Cowell is a central back. But Poch playing in there is confusing to me, man. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. Poch, I don't know, man. Poch needs to fix himself, man. He's been getting some weird decisions where I'm like, Poch, don't be like a stupid idiot, man. It's annoying sometimes, but again, if you're gonna be, your excuse are gonna be like injury players, I can get that, but how long are you gonna be giving us excuses of injury players? We have to start performing. And today, we got our luck, we won, we move. I'm happy though. Overall, I'm happy. I'm happy. I'm happy though. The performance needs to improve. It needs to. I won't lie, the performance needs to improve. But again, the players like this, they needed it. The young players, the ownership, the fan base. We needed this, man. It's been a struggle for us for a very long time. And I said the last time we won this Carabao Cup was in, I believe, 2015, if I'm not mistaken. I have to check back. 17, when we won the League Water County, we won the league and the FA Cup. Under Salvi, we won the Europa League, and I believe, yes, we won the Europa League and I finished third. So we haven't won the Carabao Cup until the last time we did it was in 2015. It's been long ago. So we have to check on it, man, because it's been long. It's been long, man, and it doesn't make me happy. So it's been long. The last time we won it, it's been very, very long, man. It is very long. It is.
Wonder it's happened when you trust in each other and believe to the end. Is that all is possible?
Guys, it is key, man. It is key because this Newcastle team, I know they have a lot of injury, but they're a very good team on their day. So I will get that's true. That's true. See. Tayo, I hate penalties. Before I like penalties, but again, I hate it because penalties are an heartbreak. I don't like penalties and heartbreak for me. So, but today, I checked the stat and I think the commentator said it. In terms of shot stopping, is the best when it comes to penalty shot stopping in MLS. I think if he saved, if I'm not mistaken, I think 11, 12 penalties in a row. In terms of shot stopping penalties, he saved. And this is the question now. Because when we are playing from the back, people are like, is he good enough? I think this is his second match now. I won't judge him yet. I want to see a run of game from him before deciding, before I have that competition with him. But it's been for me, it's been good, and I think we have been assured a little bit. With Sanchez, I'm always very worried. But again, yes, sometimes the passes might not be the way you want him to be. But again, I can understand. Not every time you're going to be playing from there, you have to hoof the ball up, which Abdullah has been saying for a very long time. You need player to hoof the ball up. It is what it is. I'm happy though. Petro, US goalkeeper looking like he can bench Sanchez. He can, but again, it's like first two matches. I wouldn't go too much on that. I will wait a little bit because I know it's good, but again, I need a run of games for me to be like to have that confidence. I need a run of games. He's been good. I'm happy with him. Like I said, I needed to see more of him because I'm a little bit skeptical when it comes to Sanchez, but he's been good. He's been good. So, like, does it surprise me? It doesn't. It doesn't, man. It doesn't. It doesn't surprise me. So, it's been good. I'm happy overall, because this performances is needed for me. It is needed. Why I said it is needed? Because the young boys, they are young. This tournament for me is key because people are asking me, yes, if we get to the final, God willing, I will do a watch along. Sure, guys, God willing, we get to the final, I will do a watch along. People have been saying they want to see my reaction. I've not done a reaction since I believe since the World Cup last year, because the way I've been behaving recently, I've not been able to do a watch along. But God willing, we go to the Carabao Cup final. I will do a watch along, guys. I will do a watch along. Surely, trust me on this, guys. All panel is needed. I'm gonna Abdul, Oluwa, everybody are gonna do a watch along. For the, God will we get to the final. We do a watch along for the final. So hopefully God willing. So you can see my reaction. A lot of people have been saying they want to see my reaction. I will do a watch along. You're gonna see my reaction. Don't worry. You will. You will. Trust me, you will. It's been long, but don't worry, we'll be ready. Abdul said, I'm a piano. Bro, it is what it is, man. Seeing Pedro for only 2 games, I don't want us to spend any money on new goalkeeper. Felipe, this is it. This is it now. I'm happy with Petrovic, but again, Poch is Poch. So Poch is a sick man. Is a sick bastard. God forgive me. So Poch is a sick bastard, man. So it can start to become sick, man. It's Poch. So it can start to become sick. It's Poch. So do I trust Poch? Nope. Because of his weird decision making. So I don't trust him. Poch is Poch, man. Poch is Poch, man. So hopefully this one give us a spring going forward, man. I'm happy for the team because this team needed it, man. We needed it, guys. I will not lie, we needed this competition. Very, very important. This competition, it is important. We win this competition, we go straight to the Conference League. We win the FA Cup, we go straight to the Europa League. So if you cannot make the Champions League, let's start with the baby step. Europa League or Conference League, choose one of those two of them are European tournament. Especially this player, they needed it. Young, unproven. They needed this competition, especially the board. We spent a lot of money. It's been up and down, up and down, up and down. performances up and down, up and down. So with this competition intended, I don't know. People doesn't rate this competition. Me, I rate it. I say it again. The last time we won this competition was in 2015. That was the last time we won it. We've not won the Carabao Cup since 2015, guys. Look at it: 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Guys, it's 8 years. The last time we won the Carabao Cup, guys. Put that in context. It's been 8 years, 8 solid years. The last time we won it. So it is important to win this competition, especially for the young players. All of them. It's very, very key. It is.
And Abdullah, who's saying it's not important? I would love
A
to
lot of
know.
people, a lot of people are saying it's Mickey Mouse Cup.
They don't understand football, with due respect. For a club like Chelsea, when was the last time we won a trophy?
It's been long ago.
This is what people don't understand is it's momentum. You know, regardless of whether you call it Mickey Mouse Trophy or not, it's something to build on.
Yeah.
So like I just don't get it where you try to educate people to tell them the relevancy of this trophy. For Chelsea in a new era like this, it's something. Then you can build
It is.
from there. That also helps the mentality of the players.
Yeah.
They have something to say, hey, I've won with this club.
Man City has won it 5 times. I did 4 times.
Good. So like it's just context here.
Mm-hmm.
I understand this is not the creme de la creme trophy on top of the cabinet. I
I
get
know
it.
why it's important. Sorry to cut you short. You win this competition, we go to the Conference League. You win the FA Cup straight to the Europa League. Very simple. You have to win it because of the money we spent and FFP. We have to win it. We have to.
In every direction, it's a plus. It's a plus. It gives the players momentum, confidence. You can see the passion from the players after the penalty shootout.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So like for me, let's put that on the side. I think it's just to analyze the game itself.
Overall,
All true, and I was very optimistic. I was very positive all through. Very positive.
I was, but a little bit. Sometimes I was positive, but again, when Newcastle scored that goal, because people have been, I'm not blaming Badashid, I'm blaming Cowell because Cowell is on. This is where I'm on porch. Martin is a natural left back playing there. Gusto is on the bench. Start Gusto because that's a natural fullback. He can go and come. Same thing with Manson. They can overlap.
Okay, let me.
Cowell can overlap.
Yeah, I do absolutely understand that. But here's the thing. In as much as people can talk about, Poch made the sub and kind of gave us a bit of attacking instincts. Well, Newcastle are tired. This team has been playing, been traveling to Europe, being back and front. So I wouldn't just say because of the introduction of Gusto and Matson changed the game. No, we were really pressuring them all through the game. I think for the goal we considered, we were pretty much very unlucky. Don't forget Conor Gallagher had a goal. He had a shot that
Hit the post.
hit the post. We had a couple of few chances here and there. We were the better team, no doubt. We were the better team. They were just very fortunate to have that chance, and that's football.
And that was only one chance they had.
Yeah, that's the only chance on the game. The players didn't, the heads didn't drop. They kept pressing, and we just weren't clinical enough. Or also have a better chance to to score the goal. That's what I was just saying. So for me, I won't just want to blame Poch because he's also limited. Playing Disaster, Disaster is a centre back, right?
Yeah.
We don't have a lot of option on the right side. We know Brian, just James is injury prone. Malogusto just came back. Do you just want to?
Yeah, I don't think you want to watch him. I agree.
Because he's going to be a regular in the next game. So what's the point? So on Disaster I think he's okay, but not superb at right back. I know, but he can still play there.
Yeah.
My only worry is just for what's his name, Cowell. Maybe from a defensive point of view, trying to contain Almiron. You feel me? That's why he's playing Cowell there. He put him in the first half. He noticed the guy wasn't effective. Then
he took him off.
It took him off. I think it's high time he needs to start sitting on the bench. Enough of all this Cowell hype. He needs to sit on the bench. I'm sorry.
I'm not joking.
If you can't play the center back, man, you're not a fullback. Sit on the bench. Simple. So for me, it's caused too many mistakes, and I just don't get much from him as a fullback or left back, whatever you want to call him. So for me, and also this guy, Madsen, he hasn't really proven himself to say, hey, coach, I want to be a regular.
That's true, though. That's true.
That's true. Let's be real.
You have to put that in context.
You have to prove to the coach that, hey, I'm worthy of being a regular. That's reality. Because you can tell me, hey, Martin played a good preseason, but this is not preseason.
Yeah.
It's not preseason. And coach won't be that stupid enough to just want to play all the center back right now. He knows that he doesn't have he's limited, and that's why he's not starting Madsen.
I agree.
And it's just about trust as well.
Mm-hmm.
So I won't just want to blame Poch. I think he did very good. The game was very tactical. Newcastle held them. They did very
Ah,
good.
for us to break down low block, man. Hey, oh
I was
Lord
very
have mercy.
impressed. I'm not here for. It's not about backing Poch or not backing Poch. I'm for Chelsea. It's not about Poch. Poch can go or come. I don't care. It's the team. It's Chelsea. I support. So
Yeah.
right, Chelsea. We won a game in such manner. I'm very
Mm-hmm.
excited.
I
So
am,
it's
man.
not everything you want to blame Poch or
Mm-hmm.
the players themselves. Initially, they were struggling, but they
Mm-hmm.
came good. Raheem Sterling grew into the game. If you remember, if you
Yeah.
realize, he was
But his decision making is shocking. 2-on-1, Kunku, just
should have passed the ball. And you see, those are the things we're talking about there.
Sterling. I don't understand. Sterling is 28, oh. 20, he's an
He plays
experienced
like a
player.
rookie sometimes.
I
He
don't
plays
get
like
it.
a rookie
Sterling is an
sometimes.
experienced. You're 2-on-1. See, you get the ball, just square ball the ball to 1-on-1 with goalkeeper. Ukuku will score that goal. I don't get Sterling, man. It's
He plays like
annoying
a rookie
sometimes.
sometimes. I
In that situation, Palmer, it won't make that mistake. Palmer will not make that
it's
mistake.
not about technicality. Palmer is more technical than him.
It will not make Palmer will not make that mistake. Two
So
against one,
so let's
he won't
let's
make
get
that
in it.
mistake.
So it's all about strengths and weaknesses. I think as a football player, Palmer has more to his game than Sterling.
Yeah.
Sterling is a very pacey winger, run with the ball. Palmer is very technical. He's a very clever player. He can make better passes. He's got
Mm-hmm.
better vision as well, unlike
Mm-hmm.
Sterling. So Sterling's talent or his ability is different. So
Mm-hmm.
I think those are the places he needs to improve on. It's funny I'm saying improve at 28, but that's the reality.
It's
He's always
28.
been like
He has
that.
to improve.
He's
There's
always
no. It's no
he's
joke.
always been like that. Just take the ball, you know, dribble in tight spaces and all. That's it for Sterling.
Yeah.
But I don't think he's a good passer of the ball. He didn't improve on that right from when he started playing for Liverpool. So
Mm-hmm.
I hope he can get better, but I don't know. But it's just funny for me. But
Your take on Petrovic, because see, this is me. I like Sanchez and I'm willing to give him time. But again, if you are costing us one matches, two, three, four, 5 matches, I'm gonna have a serious problem with him and the coach because Sanchez has cost us a lot of matches this season. We played, I think, 17 matches. It's cost us to like 8 or 7 out of it. That I don't want in them because as a goalkeeper, you have to be focused and concentrated for
let me
90 minutes.
ask you
And
a question. Okay, against Man United, he saved the penalty, right?
yes, it is.
Cool. I think the Petrovic guy, it's just natural for we fans to,
No, I'm saying like we used to think with Sanchez of like
Uh,
you give
no,
wait, or will
let
you
me
give Petrovic one of the
let me
Petrovic
finish.
is let's be real. Yeah, Oluwa go.
Yeah, I think Petrovic, from the little we've seen, he brings his confidence to the goalkeeping post. He's I like him as a goalkeeper. In as much as Sanchez is injured, but I like Petrovic. I like what I see. Not because he saved the penalty, but I like
Mhm,
him. He didn't do much today, but I like him. You know, it's
mhm.
not left for him to prove to us. Now Sanchez is out, that is worthy of being our number one. But I like him. Sure, that's all I've
Mhm.
got to say on him.
And our boy, I've been shouting his name, Christopher Lukungu. How happy are you to see him play?
Yeah. Um.
You can see the difference between a quality player and a mid player. You can
Although,
see the
like,
difference.
he looks rusty. Let's don't lie in the
Yeah, you
game.
look rusty, but you can see
It was
you can see the
expected.
difference.
It was expected. I'm happy he scored the penalty. That also helps. But I'm sorry, guys. Broja. Oh my.
Oh my God.
I don't understand. We need to make a decision, and I've said it. We gotta sell that guy and get in another striker. And that's what I was telling you guys on Saturday. I was telling you on King Black, but King Black didn't understand me.
See, I will not be surprised if you do a deal with Napoli, give Napoli Broja
Yeah,
this
Broja
money,
has to leave the
and give
club. I'm
us
sorry.
Victor
He
Osimhen.
can't be our second choice. I don't
No.
understand the young man. Like, no disrespect, or I'm not trying to be very harsh on him, but I think he needs to go play straight elsewhere
Mhm,
because Jackson could be that second striker or sometimes play two strikers at the same time. But
mhm.
Broja needs to be sold and getting
He needs
another
to be
striker.
sold. I won't lie. He needs to,
Yeah,
man.
we
That
can't
guy,
rely on him. He's not reliable. I'm sorry. Like,
it is not.
I can't. You remember the last game? This guy lost. He missed the chance. What's it called? Like
Free
on two
post.
guys. Yeah.
Mhm.
So like, nah, we can't rely on that young man now.
And to Mikhail Modric, your take on it because especially you see him, especially him, a lot of scrutiny has been on him. A lot of people want to kill him on social media. I can understand his raw. It will take him time to improve, but I think this will give him more confidence. Now he's on Poch. Do you trust him to play more regularly, or you want to put him on the bench? Your take on Modric?
Sorry, say that again. My take on Modric.
Yeah.
Oh, what do I have to say? I think he came on and made his own. He played his usual game. He brought. He was able to. I won't say he stretched the right back, no, but I was happy he scored that winning goal, and I think his determination was what helped him on his pace. When
I would call it anticipation. That's what I would call it.
And that's one thing this guy doesn't have. What's his name? Main striker, Jackson.
Jackson, yes.
Was determined to get there, and is also was able to react to to that poor clearance.
And that 90-something minute is needed, man. Is needed.
Yeah. And two things he did on the pitch when he came. You gotta give him credit. We've been criticizing him a lot. He scored the winning. He scored the equalizing goal, and he scored his penalty. Like,
yes.
One more, can you come up?
One more, yeah. One more, can you want from him? Yeah.
Cameo for me was superb. I liked it.
That is what you do for players to turn on.
Well, he pretty much came. He had an impact in the game. But Conor Gallagher for me was superb, man.
See, Oliwa, this is me. This is me with Conor Gallagher. This is me.
Yeah, Conor is superb.
This is me.
Yeah,
I'm hands up.
Yeah,
my hand is up.
Yeah, you know one thing. People saying
this is why I'm blaming Poch. But Ashira and Enzo was having a stomach problem, and you play them. Why?
Was that why they stopped Monday?
Yeah, he was having a stomach.
But like, let's be real. It's not because of the stomach.
It's not been playing well. But today match, he was having a stomach problem. Even Poch confirmed it. If you confirm that, why do you even play him at all?
So who do you want to play?
For me, you should have played Caicedo and Gallagher together.
Okay, then who plays Gallagher's position?
Both of them could play together. That's what they're playing the 4-3-3.
Enzo, okay, you don't want Enzo to start, right? So if you take Enzo out, who plays?
Yeah, you play Gallagher, Caicedo together in the double pivot.
Yeah, I know. Then who plays for Enzo?
I would take a risk on Christopher Nkunku.
No, you can't do that, man. Come on.
I would take a risk.
No, like this is a man that's rusty. He told you he's hardly fit. He hasn't played a lot of games. The max can play 20 minutes.
I will play a first night where I will play Modric.
Look, let's be real. Like Enzo didn't play good because of his ball.
It's not been good. I agree.
But look, at the end of the day, as a team, we played very good. I don't know what's up with Enzo, but look, and that's to tell the quality of players, the quality of our team. We don't have. I won't say we don't have depth, but they're not available. That's another problem. Lavia, Guchuko, what's his other guy's name? Kane. This guy, they're out. Like, come on, what do you want Poch to do? Poch is not. He doesn't have much to turn on to, so he has to play with what he's got. You can't tell me he needs to bench Enzo. So if he does bench Enzo, Newcastle came with a very strong team. People say, why did you do that?
Yeah, I agree. But the reason I say that is because before the match, you knew he had a stomach problem, but actually also wasn't feeling well. But both of them wanted to play like, let's just play for the club because we wanted to play. And even it was one that he said Enzo already told me that I just want to get up. I can't continue anymore because he had a stomach problem. If a player is having a stomach problem, just take him out of the game. Don't complicate things anymore. For me, as a manager who is learned, don't complicate things. Just take him out.
But that's what he did, right?
I know he took him out, but because of the match, the intensity, the way Newcastle play,
he doesn't have he doesn't have alternative. Right? It's a gamble. Let's be real. Like,
I know.
It's just like what Newcastle did with Anthony Gordon. They didn't want to take him off because they didn't have much alternative.
Yeah, but it's a gamble. I know.
It's the same for Chelsea too. I ask you that question. You check out Enzo. Who do you play? We don't have another available midfielder.
I agree.
We don't. Other than Nkunku is not the central midfielder. He's more attack minded, so we can't even play him because he's just coming back from a long injury. So it's not like this coach had tools and he didn't want to use the tools. No, he didn't have the tools.
I still believe if you have a full team, though, we'll see a better Chelsea for me.
See, if you notice something about me, like a lot of people have said, Poch out. I'm not really happy with our position in the league. I know we have not done good, but there was never a time I said Poch out. Not because I like what I see. No, I don't. I still don't like what I see. I feel there's room for improvement. But I just feel as fans we get to.
The reason is because he's a Tottenham Hotspur guy. That's the reason people are getting.
Yeah, but like, come on, like that doesn't mean didn't Mourinho coach Tottenham Hotspur? What does that have to do? No, people should stop all this. Like, come on,
Chelsea fan base. You can't change them. Although you can't change them.
No, it has nothing to do with that. If you're a coach. I think he's a good coach. He might not be an elite coach, but he's a good coach for what we have right now, for the team we have. And even if he does so, he does coach our team to an extent. And if he's not good enough at that point, we can, change the coach. But for now, I think he's probably an okay coach to utilize what we have right now.
Yeah, and for this young player, is the best one for them.
That's what I'm saying. Because let me tell you why. He has EPL experience. He's proven that he has developed young players. He's also a coach willing to prove himself. People talk about getting elite managers. Those elite managers might not want to work with these young players.
Yeah, you won't.
We need to understand. We might eventually get an elite manager, maybe in a year or two. I don't know. Maybe when our team is well developed, then the elite manager might want to take it to the next level. That's
For me, depending on where we finish this season, if he wins the Carabao Cup and the FA Cup, I don't know where we finish this season. I think he'll be given more time to
Cup.
beat this team.
I'll tell you, regardless, I'll give him time. You know, I don't think he's going to get a sack at the end of the season.
No.
You know, and the beauty was, you look at this time compared to last season when we were down, things were just getting worse. But with him, we've won against the last game, Sheffield United, and we're winning against Newcastle. That's good momentum. We're going to play Wolverhampton.
Consistency is key.
Just imagine we take 3 points at
if we can win against Wolves, Palace, and Luton Town to finish 2023. That makes me happy because
it's just about Wolverhampton. That's 3 games in a row. We have not done that this season.
Yeah,
right. So that's confidence. You know, things can change all of a sudden.
I agree.
So that's why I never for once said I don't punch out. No, I'm not for punch out, but I want improvements. I want him to do better. The players need to start doing better as well. Doesn't mean I'm not happy what we see, but there's something there for we to, you know.
And especially this competition, the young players for me, especially this competition, young players like Modric, all of them. It is important for them to win this competition because even for Poch also, who people categorize, it doesn't. Yeah, see, I said the last time we won the Carabao Cup is 2015. It's been 8 years.
2015 was that under Jose or
under I believe.
Yeah, it was Jose when he came back. Yeah,
when he came back, yes. It's been 8 years. 8. That's a long time. No.
Yeah, you know, So like, you can't tell me the trophy is.
This cup is very paramount. It is very important.
It's just about what it gives the team. Chelsea need such to get to the next level.
Exactly, we need it to.
No matter how small it is, it's like what Arsenal did as well. You know, it was a stepping stone for them. They won.
But Arsenal said they don't need it. They threw it away.
No.
And remember, when Pep came, the first trophy Pep first won in England was Carabao Cup. The first trophy is first one.
Trophy Chelsea and Jose Mourinho won for Chelsea as well.
Exactly. What's Carabao? So I don't know. This tournament is very important. I don't know why people doesn't take it serious. This is important.
It helps you build that winning mentality, whatever you want. If you tell me community shield, that's a different ballgame. But like this is a tournament.
Because the reason I said that is because of the tournament with Chelsea, up and down, the season we had, the players, and even Poch himself, he needed to win this trophy.
And also, the ownership as well will say, hey, okay, it's a stepping stone. You know, we want something, even if it's small, but we can keep investing. You know, as Chelsea fans, we tend to forget something. We are like one of the few owners that they're always there to spend.
Yes.
There are clubs whereby they'll tell you, we've spent quite a lot. We're not going to buy anyone in January.
Exactly.
But Chelsea fans are like, as if you're spoiled. We're like, oh no, let's go buy this guy. You know, like, in as much as people say the ownership has not been great, and I accept that ownership hasn't been good, but they're still willing to invest in this club. That says a lot. You know, they've made a lot of mistake. We can't deny that.
And they know that. They know.
They're still willing to invest. They're willing to spend. Like, come on, that says a lot.
I agree.
Yeah.
Kenny, your take on the Carabao Cup, man?
Yeah, man. That was needed, man.
See, in my life, I don't see before I support penalty, and that is another break for me. Abdul, see, when I think the last time me and him we did the watch along, was it the Carabao Cup? Was it the Carabao Cup or the FA Cup under 2K? Was it Carabao Cup or FA Cup? If I can remember.
No, it was FA Cup under 2K.
FA Cup. Yeah, it was FA Cup. When I was like, yes, penalty, Abdul said.
Oh, against Liverpool.
Abdul said, not me and you. Abdul log out. Because he said it's an attack for him. He can't continue.
The penalties is tough, man. And lately we haven't been winning our penalties. The last time we won penalties, I think it might have been League Cup as well.
Yeah.
I think it was against Tottenham. I don't remember who we played. But yeah, that was needed, man. That last minute, honestly, I thought the game was over.
Yeah.
I didn't, because the second, especially on the first half, quickly, I didn't get the midfield, the way he played the midfield, because he tried it before and we saw that it didn't work with Enzo playing a bit further forward and all that stuff. Obviously, he said he wasn't fit, but yeah, for me, the balance was not there. And yeah, he decided to go with the four centre backs again at the back. For me, you have to start playing fullbacks, man, because he holds back the attack too much.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's no threat of the overlap guy there. Like you need it. Even if at least one of them, you can't be having both of them as centre backs. You need at least one of them that can go forward.
Yes.
But obviously, he made the change in the second half. I think second half we started very well. We had the chances. You had the Sterling chance. You had the Jackson chance. Where he just put it wide. But then for I think from 65th minute we just stopped. It was just passing at the back. We're struggling to create chances. And yeah, it looked like we were gonna lose the game, but luckily Mudryk pounced on the Trippier mistake. He was active.
I'm happy for him. I am so happy for him because he has got a lot of abuse. Oh my
No, yeah, a lot of abuse, but obviously he finished well. That was a nice finish. Like that was a tough finish. Like he put it nice in the corner.
A lot of people questioning what about his finishing.
That was a nice finish, man. I was happy for him, but yeah, at the end of the day, it was only a draw, so there was still penalty to go. And yeah, man, they made it. Obviously, Trippier he made the mistake for the goal, and he missed his penalty as well. So yeah, and then all the pens were great. Like Palmer, Gallagher, and Kunku, like all of them, Mudryk as well, great pens. I was a bit scared for the pens because we've missed the last few pens, except Palmer. I don't think any of them.
The last time we played penalty was in Super Cup, UEFA Super Cup.
Super Cup. Yeah. But yeah, like I don't remember except Palmer. None of the other guys are taking penalties like before. I think Google took pens at Leipzig, but I don't think Gallagher had never take pens. Mudryk as well. I don't think he's ever take pens. But yeah, they stepped up and yeah, they scored, man. They did well, and Petrovic as well came up with a big save there.
I think Palmer might be the sign of the season, man. That guy.
Yeah, I think it was all right during the game.
I think in the first half he played up a little. After 20 minutes, he played up. But I think after that, he get to do the game more. He was passing more. He was creating.
It was good. Yeah. Oh my. Second half,
He was all in. That second half, he was all in.
Second half, yeah. First half, the first 20, I barely touched the ball. But I think after the score, he got.
Was like in passing the ball, getting on the ball, shooting. I'm like, okay.
Yeah,
because the commentator was like, "Where's Kopama?" And after 20 minutes, it just light up, boom.
Well, obviously, how do you call it now? And hopefully, he's gonna have to play fullback. But that's the thing because right now we don't have no left backs because Cucurella is out for I think months.
February.
Chilwell is injured. Colwell not just going like and Gusto just came back, so. I can't really blame him for this. Yeah, there's no options at fullback. You have two left backs. They're both injured. You have to play Kowo. Your right back James is always injured, and then Gusto just got injured as well. He's coming back now, so like we don't really have a choice. We have to play these four centre backs. But yeah, that's about it. By the show as well, he had the mistake.
I won't blame him though. I'll blame Kowo for that pass. I will not blame for that.
The pass was bad. No, but the pass was bad. But when you have one striker against two different Thiago Silva, he didn't defend the best, but at the end of the day, by the show you have to do better. Either pass the ball back or just beat the ball out of pitch. And that's the thing. After the mistake, I felt like it was a bit. He lost a bit of his composure. I think he was making it like he lost a bit of his composure, but we still won at the end of the day. And yeah, Petrovic, I don't know. I think people are a bit too giddy on him. Obviously now he's gonna Sanchez is out for a few weeks now, so he's gonna get his chance.
Paul says he doesn't know yet.
He doesn't know yet.
They don't know yet. They have to wait and see.
Yeah. Obviously, he's gonna get like.
But the problem is, because people said it is in terms of penalties. So people, even the commentator said it. He said in terms of penalty in America, he is the best shot stopper. In terms of penalty, they said they were like, okay. I need to go to this, and I saw it. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, because I think he dived on the right way for most of them. I think.
And the only one for Bruno Guimaraes, it was like a little bit.
Yeah, it was a little bit, but that was a good pen from him as well. But yeah, I think I don't know. I feel like the defenders as well. I feel like they were a bit scared to passing the ball back because I saw like some of his kicks. They were a bit. There was a couple of ones where he just blew it off the pitch as well. So
What Abdullah been saying. Don't pass it. Just if you get the ball, just pull it. Abdullah been saying it. He doesn't want the goalkeeper.
no, yeah. He doesn't want the ball. Yeah, he clearly is just going to. So that's why I think the defenders sometimes they were afraid to pass him. For you see that by the show one, I think if he was Sanchez, I think he would have passed it back to the goalkeeper. Not trying to go left. I think if that was Sanchez, I think he would have just passed it back. But obviously Petrovic is more of a long ball guy.
Mhm.
But yeah, that's about it. The angle, Broha was.
Lord
I
have
don't
mercy.
know.
Lord have
It was
mercy.
poor,
No
man.
comment. No comment.
It was
Amanda
quite
Boga,
poor.
I have nothing to say.
It was quite poor. I don't know
Give
because
my
he didn't really
idol
play.
comment.
He didn't really play striker as well. I don't know him and Jackson. They
But
were.
again, this is my problem with Sterling. It's an experienced player. It was 2 against 1. Just pass the ball early.
Oh, that's my. Yo, when that happened, I screamed at him. I'm like, "Why are you? That was an
angry.
easy
I
pass.
was banging my TV. Are you mad? Pass that
Easy
down.
pass.
Simple.
That's Sterling for you, man. The guy is just inconsistent. Like just sometimes he does something great, and then the next time he just that's an
Like
easy
it's 2
pass.
against 1. Like, it was only Lascelles in the back. 2 against. Just play the ball to him. Game over.
That's an easy pass, man.
Just
That
play
was an
the
easy
ball.
pass.
And after that, we start dancing. We do nothing but that. I'm like, what?
And
That's one of the reasons why Pep wanted to get rid of him, because he didn't play the simple passes.
Someone like Bruno Fernandes, easy pass. Cole Palmer will pass that ball one time.
No, but that's an easy pass. That pass is not supposed to be hard. It's just that
he made it look harder than it was.
Yeah, like, this is an easy pass. It's not supposed to be hard. It just seemed that obviously he just messed up the pass. And even sometimes especially during the first half, I felt like they were taking too many touches sometimes. Not enough. Like I see Sterling just doing like moving side to side. Just pass the ball and move. I'm seeing too many times. I'm seeing these players they take too many touches. Just pass the ball, move, trying to create an opening. But obviously now he's Wolves away this weekend. It's gonna be tough. Like Wolves away is tough. Like when I've watched them play away, they've been tough to beat, man. I think they beat Man City over there.
Yeah, so
I think they drew against Tottenham.
Yeah.
They have that the Korean guy, like Pep called him, the Hwang Hee-chan. I think he's been playing well for them as well.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
the problem is against Wolves, we'll have our chances. It's all about taking it. We'll have our chances.
We'll have the chances.
We'll have the chances. It's all about being.
Wolves are quite good defensively, though. To be fair,
that for me, they're not good defensively for me, but we'll have our chances.
Nah, not there. When they want to be, I think they are. That's the thing is because we don't have to concede early. That's why today, like Newcastle, they were poor. Like as soon as they scored, Newcastle were like, "Cool, come and beat us." We were trying to go on counters.
They've been poor for a while now.
They've been poor, but that's the thing, like we were lucky they made a mistake. But when the team goes 1-0 up and now we have to break them down, that's when we're gonna struggle. That's the struggle, and that's why going away at Wolves, we can't make a mistake, concede a goal because then.
For them to come
out. You have to against these teams. You have to score first, or at least try and not concede.
Yes,
because when you concede, because the pressure is on you. Like Wolves, there's no expectation, so you have to try and not concede and trying to not play into the game. Because if you concede now, it's going to be easy for them. You just defend and then trying to go on the counters.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
Wolves don't draw many games anyway. They either win or lose.
Exactly.
But yeah, hopefully the players got some confidence. That's back-to-back wins, and qualifying for semi-finals. So yeah, that's at least one trophy to win. Like I think if we can win this trophy, it would be good as well because most of these young players they haven't won anything at Chelsea yet. Yes. So I think it would be good. But yeah, on to the next game, man. Trying to keep the momentum.
Tom, your take on the Carabao Cup. I know you guys won last season, so your take on it.
Let me give you one thing. If you win it, don't get giddy, guys. I'm telling you now, do not get giddy. Because the next game you might lose 7-0 when you play. Don't get giddy. Listen, we were on cloud 9 at Wembley on that Sunday. Reverse the next Sunday, we lose 7-0 at Anfield, mate. That's how football is. Yeah,
but for me, the reason I wanted us to win is
that is true.
You're up and down on the club. We needed this tournament, man. It's very important. It is key. People doesn't get this tournament, but it's a very big tournament. It's a very big competition. Carabao Cup, it is. What I want them to do more
It's
is,
good.
yeah, but
it's
what I
good.
want them to do more is they need to bring in VAR from the quarterfinal onward. They have to be introducing VAR. It's gonna be introduced in the semi-final, but why? It should be introduced in the quarterfinal.
I think it's
No,
something to do
yeah,
with
yeah, yeah.
licensing for it. That's what I
But
think it is.
I think as well is because some of these clubs like they don't have it. Like for example, like
They
the
can't have the
Lords.
technology. Yeah,
Yeah, they can't have the. For
They
example,
can't
like
have the
Port Vale, they
technology.
played today, so yeah, they don't have the. So I think it's like it's not to make it unfair. Like some games have it, some games don't. So they
Okay.
just
Okay.
all of them they don't have
What if a team like Port Vale make it to the example now? Chelsea meets Port Vale now in the Roman, and we have to travel to them. They have to put VAR there for us.
Yeah. No, but they are anyway. So
So they're
They've
gonna
got
use
it
in the
anyway
semi-final.
for the next round. But I think
In the
it's
semis now against Port
those
Vale now,
clubs don't have.
if Chelsea maybe for example, the Chelsea face maybe Middlesbrough or somebody now, they have to introduce.
But you take it for example, the amount of cameras that you could fit into Stamford Bridge and the angles and the technology. You can't do that at Port Vale. Luton, when they got into the Premier League, was told they had to build a new stand completely just so they could fit the technology into place, and they were allowed to play in the Premier League. They had to spend, I think it was £10 million on a complete new stand, which as a football club, I think they only made like, I think it was 30 maybe as a whole club. And that's why they brought in the young players on loan that they didn't and so forth. Listen, you guys are through, so. But I'm just saying to you, don't get giddy, mate. Don't get giddy.
I know.
And the one thing I will say, you finally won a penalty shootout. So congratulations, because you lost out on 2 cups. Was it what against Liverpool?
Yeah, against Liverpool. Against Liverpool, yeah.
I was
no draws, man.
Carabao, mate. It hurts me, man. We did a book my daddy. I was just down.
Listen, in all these cup finals though that you should play then, even in this final when you got into it with Liverpool, you had chances to win the game.
Lukaku was not offside, man. To this day, he wasn't offside. He was not offside, man. We should have won that game, man. We should have won that game.
Gonikaku was not offside. He missed. Mason Mount missed 2 chances. 2.
Listen, it is what it is at the end of the day. You got the one thing I would say with Pochettino is I think he's learned from that Newcastle game, and the reason why I think he's learned is he's not going. How can I say? He's not going as gun ho as he did at the start of the season. At the start of the season, he was creating a lot of chances, but the door was wide open for teams just to transition on you. And a team like Newcastle, I know that from when they knocked us out in the first round at I think it was the 3rd round at Old Trafford. When we went up the ball and we kept hold of the ball and tried to play through Newcastle, whenever they hit you on the transition with Almiron or somebody, or they get a good ball to the centre forward, they always can kill you on the counter attack. Newcastle, especially in away games, they're very good at utilising that to their game and advantage. But the one thing with Newcastle is they've never been the same as a team since that PSG decision went against them.
Yeah,
they've not been as organised or as fluent as they have been. And I know they won at the weekend. Fair enough, it was a more comfortable performance for them. But there was the red card in the game in the instant with Fulham as well. So, in context to it, listen, you guys individually played well. I think collectively as a team, you was pretty decent as well. But there needs to be some conversations about some certain players, especially with you. And no, I'm going full bludgeon, mate. Enzo, mate. I don't know.
He was ill.
Yeah, he was ill. But if he's ill, you don't play the guy.
This is my question now. I know he's not been performing very well, but this is my question to Poch. Before the match, he said that he's risking Enzo and Badiachile because they are unwell.
He's got good young players.
Why are you risking them if they know they are injured? Why?
Because he knows he needs to win that competition, and the bench is not that great.
The thing with Poch is, if a player's not working well with this group of players right now, take him out the firing line. Like you guys were just saying that he's not been well. So if he's not well, he shouldn't have played tonight. Rested him. Wait. Rest him. Keep him on the bench. If you need him to take a penalty or whatever, fair enough. Bring him on. That's fine. He's taking a penalty. Listen, you're ill. You've got a cold, flu. Listen, if you've got a broken leg, you can probably still take a penalty. If you want him to be quality, you need him when he's at 100%. And tonight he wasn't at that. So what Pochettino should have done is he should have played a different player, irrespective of the lack of quality in that player. Give a young kid a chance. I don't know, your whole midfield stack or anything. I know you've got Nkunku on the bench and certain man like that. But at the end of the day, if he's not 100% to play because of illness, he shouldn't have started the game. He might shouldn't have been on the bench. If you would have kept him out of this fixture, that's fine. Poch could have said he's not well, illness, rotated the squad, put a player in there and gave him an opportunity. And at the weekend, he would have probably seen him again if you go back to Wolves, because he would have been well by then. But the problem that Pochettino at this moment in time is, I don't necessarily think that the quality that you have in the squad, I think you've got some decent players, but right now they're just not gelling and connecting as well as or as quickly as you would have thought they would have done collectively. Yeah. And what I mean by that is when I look at players like Enzo, for example, when he brought him off in today, let's be honest, when he was on the field, did he really impact the game? Not really. And we can put that down to illness. You can put that down to, lack of form or whatever. I know what Pochettino's trying to do. He's trying to play him into form. That's what he's trying to do. But at the end of the day, with football, you are only as good as your last game. And Enzo Fernandez, for the last couple of games, he hasn't blew the league alight. And we can talk all we want about price tag. Put price tag aside for 1 second. Even in terms of quality games, I can't really name that many, prospectively anyway. And it's not like hounding at one player, because there's other players. You guys were just talking about Sterling then for a second. I said before about with Pep Guardiola why he got rid of Raheem Sterling. He got rid of Raheem Sterling because he wasn't prepared to pay the final third ball just so another player on his team could get an easier goal. He wasn't that kind of player. He was a gun-ho, run, dribble past 3-4 man and score. That was what Raheem Sterling was for Manchester City. He wasn't that player who was going to cut the ball back and let De Bruyne hit it in or anything. He's not known for being that player. Yeah. And the problem that you guys have is the way Pochettino had always structured his teams. He had that one wide player that was always reliable, either ruthless with the goal. If the team needed to score, he would trust that winger to do that for him, and that was Son. Or he had that same sort of player in Harry Kane, who was the centre forward. Mm-hmm. Right now, you've got neither of those profiles, nowhere near to them. Jackson couldn't be further away from Harry Kane, and Sterling and Allman and co. couldn't be further away from what Heung-min Son was. So, in terms of, and I understand you guys have already spent £1 billion, but that £1 billion, you spend that much money and this is what you build. I just fail to see where the progression is going forward in terms of scoring goals consistently. Because let's face it, guys, when it got to 90 minutes, I was even one of it. I thought the game was done. I really did. I thought it was done, dead, buried, see you later. I didn't expect you to score. Mm-hmm. But yeah, you did, and you got through the round. That's what good teams do. Collectively as a group, and even just as young players, that will give you motivation to say, right, even though we go to 90 minutes, we can still score late on if it means that we nick a point or we can get through to a next round of a competition. Mm-hmm. And at the end of the day, with the way that you guys throw money around in the transfer market, you need to try and win some of these competitions. You need to try and make top 4 or European places in competitions. Because if you don't, we already know the FFP dagger's around the corner. Yep. It is. As much as people want to say that Chelsea balanced the books quite well with shipping players to Saudi Arabia, that can only go so far. You can't spend £100 million on 2 midfielders in the last couple of windows and not expect FFP to bite you in the arse if you don't start being successful. Yep. Either getting into Europe or competitively winning trophies.
You win this competition, you go to conference league, you win the FA Cup.
That's what I mean. If you win this competition, you're already guaranteed European football. Yep. The only thing then that you're left playing for the whole season is that it depends on what type of European football you want.
Conference League is Carabao Cup, FA Cup is Europa League.
That's what I mean. But you need to know collectively as a group, if you get that Conference League spot, you already know you're playing in Europe. Mm-hmm. Then what you're playing for the rest of your season as an objective is, what kind of Europe do we want to play? But exactly. With you guys, there's you guys through Middlesbrough. Who are the other teams?
Middlesbrough and Fulham. Middlesbrough and Fulham.
Fulham?
Yeah, so then Liverpool, West Ham tomorrow.
Okay, do you already know who you're drawn against? Or
We
not
don't
yet?
know until tomorrow.
Okay, fair enough. Well,
Yes, tomorrow. The draws tomorrow.
okay, fair enough. At the end
I
of the
don't
day,
want
I
to
think
face
we,
Liverpool in a
I think with
two-legged
you,
tie.
no. I'm going to say this, but it is now. You guys, I'd rather play Liverpool now than go to Wembley because you already know your players, mate. Some of these players, they know when you go against Liverpool, even in that first game of the season, that first 45 minutes, they cooked you guys. Let's be honest, they did. They played you around like little schoolboys. In the second half, it was much better. Yeah, you got back into the game, but you want to face the better team over two legs rather than play Liverpool in a one-off game where
Because
if
in the
you
one
go.
of it can go anywhere.
But I can already guarantee you guys, and we don't talk about it enough in football anyway. There is always this association of match fixing. It is. They would rather see Chelsea Liverpool in a final than over two legs at Anfield and Stamford Bridge. They would. It's facts.
Yes,
Because it makes better viewing. Who would you rather see in a final, guys? Chelsea versus Liverpool or Chelsea
because
versus
of the
Middlesbrough
TV money and
or
everything.
Port Vale? It's to do with TV money. That's what it is. It's collectively better to do it that way. But at the end of the day, with you guys, I would rather face Liverpool now in this sphere where if you fuck up the first game, you've always got a second bite of the cherry. That's the thing. So yeah, you can say it for what it is. Get to the final. There's no point in going to the final, guys, if you're not going to win it.
Exactly.
And confidently, as a confidence booster, if you guys went to Wembley and you don't have to play Liverpool, that's better than going there and having to play them. Because we already know Liverpool.
Just play our game.
Just play your game, that's it. But the problem with you guys at the moment is you have a lot of talent, but collectively, it's doing okay, but it's not contributing in terms of goals or wins. Yeah, you've got the last 2 wins in the last couple of games, and you're on to the next round of the competition, fair enough. But the consistency for you guys has to be take it game by game, but you have to go on a run. You need at least 5 to 10 games to win completely and collectively. But the one thing that's better for you guys is, especially for young players, the deeper you go in competitions, the more experience they'll grow in and develop as players. That's the one thing that you can say. But one person for me anyway, and especially say it anyway, was Conor Gallagher. I thought Conor Gallagher was quite good tonight. He gets about the field. He's an energy machine.
Also, Cole Palmer too. Cole Palmer was good today.
Cole Palmer as well. Yeah, listen, I've said about Cole Palmer before. I was shocked that Manchester City let him go when Mahrez went because I thought there was his breakthrough opportunity to play at Manchester City and maybe win titles and stuff. But listen, the kid has balls. He stepped out his comfort zone. He said, "No, I want to play first team football somewhere." You guys offered him that thing. I don't know about the money that you paid for him. I think it was a bit extreme.
40 million.
Yeah, I thought it was a bit extreme for the player who'd never made a real running season for Manchester City. You pay that much money, but listen, he's doing quite well at the moment in time. We can't get carried away with it. But at the end of the day, you've got a lot of talent right now. The big thing that you guys need is, and I'll say it, as probably the end phase of all this. When you go to, like I was saying before about playing Liverpool in a final, if you go there with a bunch of kids, it's like going lambs to the slaughter. Because you have young kids like Cole Palmer who are going to go up against serial proven winners like Van Dijks, your Canates, your Trents. These players have been here, done it all, seen it before, mate. And they've done it again. And those players have done it against your club in finals before. You need players collectively who know what it means to play in finals and big competitions.
I agree.
And the best way that I can describe it for you guys is, I don't know if you're going to do business in January. You probably will.
We will.
But the big business that you can do in the summer, especially, sign experienced players. And I'm not talking about your 30, 31-year-olds that are over the hill. You get people in like 26, 27, but who've been at a big football club, who've been in big games, big aspiration players. And the thing that I personally would have said anyway was, you take, for example, what, say, my club did, where we brought in Casemiro, we brought in Varane. Yeah, they were on the upper end of the age group, but they were a lot more experienced and better in handling situations than Maguire was in that situation, or Lindelof, in Varane's case. In the same way with Scott McTominay and Fred was with Casemiro.
Yeah.
It's night and day between the difference of players. If you add some experience to your team, but new experience, not necessarily where you had like Aspilicueta and players like that, but if you had some new experience into your team, new leadership, I think you do quite well as a team. And I think you can build something from that. But the problem is right now, you have a lot of youngsters who have a lot of energy. You can see they're eager to learn and develop, but it depends on how long that development's going to take. And we already know at Chelsea, it's a graveyard shift for managers, and it has been in recent years. And with the way how one of your owners works, in Egbali doesn't give people time. In business, in football, he doesn't give people time if you know his character. He doesn't. Todd Bowley is a little bit different, where I think he wanted to work with Graham Potter a bit longer. He probably wanted to work with Thomas Tuchel a bit longer, but the results faced against the managers at the end of the day. Pochettino, albeit you might not enjoy what you're seeing right now, lads, you have to stick by the guy. And the reason why I'll say you stick by the guy is Pochettino, he doesn't work miracles overnight. He needs the time to do it. And as Kenny and Lou was saying before, your owners are prepared to spend. They are prepared to spend and invest in this football club. You've been sinking for the past 2 seasons, but they're still spending money on you. Yep. They are still spending money on you. And that, for me, shows that this ownership will spend as much as it takes to be successful. So, if it comes down to it, the £1 billion that you have spent on this team over 3 managers would have collectively been better to have spent $1 billion on one manager's plans than all 3 of them as a group. So if you're going to go down this same model of you're going to still keep spending money, spend it on experienced players so it balances the squad out, but also stick by the coach that you want to develop that with. But at the end of the day, you've got good directors in place, you've got sporting people inside your football club who know what they're doing, but it's not necessarily about the sporting element of the club. You need Pochettino to develop these young players. He's got the track record of doing it, and I think he's one of the best managers in football to develop young players. But young players can't be developed overnight. They need time. And the best way I can describe the situation you guys are in right now is what Arteta was in his first 2 years at Arsenal, where the football necessarily wasn't brilliant. It wasn't breakout football. He scraped by a couple of results. He finished 7th and 8th in certain seasons, and you had to take the L's as a club. But he got rid of the egos, he changed the culture, and then in the final phase of play, in that 4th season, last season, he changed the style of play because he had the players who were willing to do it for him. But it takes time. That's the one thing that you guys as a club have never done, is take time with people. And change scares people, but as a football club, and especially you guys, if you're going to spend the money that you're going to do to be successful, you'll be successful eventually. But you just need to give time on the same side of the money that you spend as a club.
Yeah.
And if you do that with someone like Pochettino, who knows? The guy should have won a Champions League potentially with Spurs. He could have won maybe more trophies with PSG than he did. At the end of the day, we can only go off of what the past tells us. And the past tells us he's not a proven winner, but he's a potential winner in the future. That's the one thing that you can say. He's just as potential as your players are. But you need the time to see it through. And even if, like you guys were saying before about Pochettino, like people were saying, get Poch out and this, that, the other. Listen, if you get Pochettino out, mate, the manager market right now, I don't think suits for a lot of clubs, especially top clubs, sacking managers right now anyway. Because I don't think there is a lot of good coaches out there that you can get without having to pay fees to get them out of clubs. Ridiculous fees, that is, anyway. But if you guys are going to go down, like I said, this project model and spend money on young talent and development, you keep Pochettino because he will develop them over a couple of years. But it's going to take him some time to do it. And I'll leave that up to you, Chelsea guys, to decide whether you would give him that time and that opportunity to do so. Me personally, coming from that sort of experience where I've given managers time and everything, and it not necessarily worked out, Pochettino's the sort of guy that I would trust to give time with. But there's very few managers in world football that I would say that about. But he's got the track record with the young players. That's the only reason why I would say that.
Fair enough. Okay, we are through to the Carabao Cup semi-final. Your take. People call it Papa John's Cup.
I'll ask you one question, Abdullah, first. Do you think you'll win it?
It depends on who we face.
No, do you think you'll win it?
We should win
it. Get off the fence. Do you think you'll win it?
I'm in the middle because this team hasn't proven enough.
So you're on the fence?
Yeah, I'm on the fence. The reason is because this team hasn't proven enough to say, okay, I'm more confident in them to go and win it. Even in as much as I was confident today, I was a little bit scared in the middle that we will have our chances, we will not take the chances. That was my scare. It's not about, see, we can play team. See, I'm not afraid of us breaking down low blow. It's all about taking our chances. We have chances. Are we clinical enough to do it? No. Against City, I was confident, and against Arsenal, I was like, Arsenal cannot beat us. The worst we can get is a draw, because I know we will take our chances against them. I know. My only fear was like, oh, how many are we gonna get? And we had our chance, we take it, and boom. Even against it, I was like, we should have scored more because we had chances.
But there is some players in your squad that I don't think are good enough, and I don't necessarily think that you should take them on the journey with you. That I was saying with Poch, players like Brozier and stuff. I think they're a good. I think he's a good player. I think he's a good player, but he's a good player at a certain level. And a certain level, like a Southampton, like a Crystal Palace, that sort of team, I think
lower level mid Premier League club.
That's what I mean, mid Premier League club. You put him in West Ham, mate. He'll be West Ham's top striker. He will be. But you need to give if you're going to give these certain players the time, you're going to have to play them. And I don't necessarily think Amanda Brozier will be the future of Chelsea's attack.
Excuse me?
Just as much I will probably say Nicholas Jackson probably won't be, because you'll probably buy another number 9 for £100 million in January or in the summer, because that's how your club works. You're always after the next best big toy. But as a club, it has to go the same way. If you're going to bring players in, you're going to have to get rid of a few. And the few that, even maybe as young players, you might be shitting yourselves thinking if they go to another club and be successful, you might just have to take that bite on certain players. And if Brozier as a person, as a player, backs himself that much, he'll say, you know what, fuck you, Chelsea. Like, yeah, I've been through the academy and everything, but I'm going to go somewhere else and I'm going to prove that I'm a bigger and better player. Just like, for example, Salah and De Bruyne did with Mourinho. Mourinho wanted to keep those players, but those players didn't want to stay at Chelsea because they thought, well, if you're not giving me the chances and the opportunities to play, I'm just going to go and prove myself as another player somewhere else. And those two players have been Premier League probably legends when they retire and hold up the boots at the end of their careers. They've won everything as players.
Yeah.
But that's the one thing that you guys as a club, you always seem to sell your young talent for decent prices. And Brozier, I think, is one of those players where he would have a lot of interest, especially like Kenny was saying, mid-Premier League clubs. I think a lot of those sort of clubs, if they need a striker, will go for someone like him.
Palace, maybe.
I don't think clubs like Luton would have the money, but listen, maybe your Palace. We know with Nottingham Forest, they throw money around like lunatics. Their owner, mate. He bought 19 players in last summer, did he not? He's just fucking fired Steve Cooper today, just out of the blue and no questions asked. But it depends on, like I say, what price range and what players that are looking for. But
and the scary part about it, in as much as I'm not a big fan of him, Conor Gallagher, the boy wants to sell it. In as much as Poch is like, I don't want to say they want to sell him. The reason is because
that's what I'm saying with you. He's not some of these players are not going to be the future of the project. But for here and now, you're going to have to make do until you can get the ideal players that Pochettino will want. That's the one thing. When he went in Spurs, he had his attack for. I'll tell you his whole attack. It was Soldado. There was a young Spanish winger that I can't remember what his name was. And then I think he had a young Heung-min Son at the time when he went into Spurs, but nobody knew who Son was at that time. They just knew he was a young winger from Bayer Leverkusen who had a decent first season at Bayer Leverkusen and moved to Spurs. That was it. But he brought through the likes of Harry Kane. He developed Son over a couple of seasons. Yeah. He did the same thing when he brought in players like Lucas Moura, so he could balance the attack out well between goals, assists, and creativity. He had a brilliant playmaker in Eriksen. The thing with Poch is he needs the time to develop players. Moussa Dembele, for example, was a brilliant player for Pochettino. Wanyama as well, but he needs the time to either get these sort of players' profiles that he wants in, or he's going to have to develop within. And your academy is stacked with good young players, but you don't necessarily. Not every Chelsea youngster will always have an opportunity in Chelsea. Because as much as you rate Cobham and the kids that come out of there, I bet there's probably a percent stat out there that maybe like there's a 5% chance that if you in Cobham's youth system, you'll make it to the men's first team. Because that's facts. That's how Chelsea work. You sell your best, you sell your raw talent elsewhere for big money. Manchester City do the exact same, but it depends with you guys. Like I say, with players like Gallagher and Rozier, they're young, but do you believe in they will have a future with your club
Nope, I
to the
don't think
point
so.
where you could see them in a title race against City, against Liverpool, against Arsenal? Are they going to be a player who, do you know what, you 2-0 down on the last day of the season? Is Conor Gallagher going to have a Gundogan moment and score 2 goals? Like, that's what I'm saying. Is he going to be that player, either in a couple of years or right here and now? Right here and now, no. In a couple of years, we don't know. But it depends what Poch sees him in. And he must see something if he makes him your captain.
Yeah, fair enough. Kay, are you there? Your take on the Carabao Cup. Kay, you muted. Okay. Let me know if you're on mute. Abdul, the last time we won the Carabao Cup was in 2015. Abdul, both of us were here in
Teo, relax.
And Abdul, both of us were here where we did when undertook it when we lost the Carabao Cup final and the FA Cup final to Liverpool. That day,
Big up Tayo, man. Big up.
I cursed, I screamed, I shouted. I don't even know
comment.
what I did that year because that in the end time we finished me. Lukaku scored goals offside, stupid offside. He goes, okay. Messi man that 2 chances he missed. I'm like,
You had VAR that day as well, by the way.
yeah, there was VR. Yeah. Lord have mercy. Abdul, finally we entered the semi-final. Your take. And your boy today scored. Credit to him.
Yeah, big up everyone.
Mm-hmm.
You can hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Yeah.
Okay, big up Oluwa, Kenny, Kay, and Tom. Obviously I'm delighted with the result and the outcome.
I know you don't want I know you don't like penalties.
No. I just switched off my screen after when it went to penalties, and I came back half an hour later. I can be bearing penalties, man. That's too, especially if it's a club that I've got vested interest, that I've got passion for, or a team I follow, and that'll be too difficult for me.
Penalty.
So,
I remember when
yeah.
I remember the FA Cup when we did the watch. Abdul was like, "I'm out. I'm done."
Yeah,
No, I can't.
And
I was just
funniest
laughing that day.
thing,
Abdul was like, "I'm done. I don't want penalty. I'm done. I'm out of here." I'm like, "What's going on?"
the problem is if they go into the penalties straight away,
Mm-hmm.
and that'll be fine. But then you find them parabolating around the whole place, waiting around the whole place, moving cameras. Oh, who's gonna take it? Who's not gonna take it? And the commentators, start saying all kinds of stupid things. I just want it there and there. Once the game ends, let's go to the penalty. But it's never like that. So the wait around is what I cannot stand the wait around, man. So I just leave the whole thing and come back half an hour later and pray that it's been finished. Because if it's not finished and it's those penalties that go into 8-7, 9-8, oh my god.
Lord have mercy.
And I catch it at the end. That's even more painful for me, man.
Hypertension.
Yeah.
You're gonna land in the hospital.
Yeah, so I just get away from it.
But the penalty was good though. The 5 penalty was very good. It was a good penalty.
No, I just watched it. I just watched the penalties now before I came joined the stream. The penalties, especially the Chelsea
Chelsea one was
penalties, were like really good penalties, man.
Mm-hmm.
Really good penalties. The only one that was close was actually Cole Palmer, who is the one that normally takes our penalties.
Our penalty, yeah.
I think he's the only one whose penalty was close.
Yeah.
But the other ones, they were like good penalties, really. So I enjoyed it.
Your take on the overall match, though?
Man, that game is difficult to diagnose, man. So we had most of the ball. We kept most of the possession.
Mm-hmm.
And that is what I've been saying, that this team should be protected by us playing possession football. If we start playing all this, physical, aggressive, pound for pound football,
Yeah.
it's not going to be easy because a lot of our players are still growing. They're like young players,
Mm-hmm.
very, very young players. So I think what I'm thinking is all right. Like we've discussed here like a while ago, like I would want Poch to actually adopt Chelsea playing the possession football because that will help us more than playing direct football. The way Arsenal played possession football, but the problem with the possession football is you still need you know dynamic players, especially when it comes to goal scoring. You know what I mean? So it's not just about just possession football, but how do you keep the possession?
Yeah.
You know, um, our midfield is not that dynamic, especially if you have Gallagher and Caicedo. And I was discussing with somebody today actually, it's like Caicedo's actually been hiding. That's why people have not been mentioning his name.
But
And people have
I think until today, he
hold
did very
on,
well.
hold on now.
Mhm.
People have been scrutinizing Enzo because he's taking more responsibility. And he has Caicedo has been hiding. What Caicedo has been doing, he's playing like under 21 football, where it's just like make simple, work hard and keep it simple. I don't know if you guys have played football before, but when you go for a trial or you want to make a team and you don't want to make mistake,
Mhm.
that's the kind of game he has been playing for us all this while. He works hard, runs around, and just keeps it simple, like somebody who is just like a 19-year-old kid who is just getting into a team. Meanwhile, you are an established Premier League footballer. You might be young, but you're an established one. Why are you not taking responsibilities? Why are you not taking chances? Why are you not making crisp passes? So I don't know. Maybe he doesn't have it in his locker, or that's just how he plays, or he's conscious of it. Okay, he's trying to play sort of the Makelele role, but you're not Makelele. If we're going to be honest, he's more simple. He plays more simpler pass than Makelele, or you're not Mikel Obi or Makelele. And if he wants to be those guys, he needs to study them a bit more and be quick, really. So he needs to take more responsibility. Gallagher, we already know what Gallagher brings to the table.
Yeah.
So what I'm trying to say is when you want to play possession football and you just have these two midfielders, it's going to be difficult sometimes because Enzo is the only one that plays dynamic football amongst them. Okay. So these other two have to raise their game. And if they don't, then Lavia we know how Lavia plays his football. Lavia is just around the corner. Or
You'll be
sometimes we
back
have
against
people where
Wolves. You'll be back against Wolves.
it's, it's Wolves our next game
Yeah, against Wolves. Yeah, Wolves.
in the Premier League.
Yeah, it will be on the bench.
Okay. So he's coming back. Or sometimes we might have to play Cole Palmer as number 10. So Cole Palmer, what that means, he'll be like one of three in the midfield. And we know how Cole Palmer plays. Cole Palmer is a very dynamic player.
Well, I'm even I'm even surprised the technicality of Cole Palmer. Like because I know in City, like
He's full of trickery.
he has the brain, he has the intelligence. I just like him. People might say, yeah, he failed up sometimes, but when he's on the ball, you know his quality. You know.
See, he helps. He made one pass today. I can't really describe I can't really describe how he made that pass, but it's example of like what they mean by when you say, I think it was Thiago Silva that says, Cole Palmer has been helping the team a lot. You have to understand football, not know football, understand football to actually see what Cole Palmer is doing.
Mm-hmm.
So if Cole Palmer joins them in the midfield and is playing number 10,
Yeah.
then will be even better at playing our position football a little bit more.
But sorry to cut you, Abdul. When I look at him play, for me, I still see him. I want him as a number 10, not as a right winger. I don't want to see him as a right winger. I want him as a number 10 because I know in the number 10, he can either shoot or pass. He has that ability. But playing him on the right wing, I mean, like, he's isolated there. he doesn't have someone to combine with because there's no James, there's no injury prone. So if you play him as a number 10, you can combine with so many players on the left, on the right, even in the middle. So Poch has to find a way to play Palmer more in the number 10. I want to see him more in the number 10.
You see, the problem is that number 10 we are talking about is not an easy role to play.
I know. You have to
And
be
because
dynamic to play that role.
exactly. So a lot of us want to see him in the number 10, but that number 10 is not just easy. For me, I would prefer it because it's okay. You can get away with it in some games.
Yeah.
But when you are playing the real games, the games that actually makes a difference in the season, you might not be able to afford him to play number 10.
Yeah, but back to goal. I don't think when he's under pressure, I don't think that's when he's at his best. I feel when the game is in front of him, I think that's where he's good at.
Yeah, but the good thing about him is like when he's under pressure, you can't really get the ball off him except you want to foul him. So he's just way talented, man. I don't know how Pep actually allowed him, but
Because Pep said he confronted him and told him, I want to leave. I'm not this number, I want to leave. I just want to, because Pep told him, he said, because Mahrez is gone, this is your chance to play. He said, no, I want to play first. He said, no, I want to go. So that was what, because they don't want, they did not want to buy Jeremy Doku before. They were like, since we have Palmer, we don't need to buy Doku. So immediately, Palmer left and he confronted. He just told Pep. He told him in his face, confronted him one-on-one. I want to leave. I'm out of here.
Yeah.
No. Get me out.
But the thing is, if you listen to Jose Mourinho when he was talking, this kind of scenario happens when players want to leave or whatever. Players they just want to leave the club. They're not happy, and situations like that arise. We just have to be actually glad that he ends up in our team.
Yeah.
Okay. So, but this guy is a unique player. Okay. So the thing I'm trying to say is I'm quite glad we kind of like maintained a possession style of play all through the game, even when we were still losing.
Yeah.
And as it got to 87th minute or so, I kept telling myself, I don't know why, but I kept telling myself, you guys should just believe and keep playing like this. You just believe and keep playing like this.
The goals will come.
The goal will drop at some point. You know what I mean? And it dropped.
And your boy, the guy that everybody has been cursing, your boy.
I don't know, man. And he ended up scoring. And somebody was saying like
that was a damn good goal. That was a goal.
No, somebody was saying he just passed the ball into an empty net. No, the keeper was in front of him. What are you saying?
Yeah.
The keeper was in front of him. He could easily have missed out of tension or maybe actually go blank or something like, or what do you call it? Where you just go blank. You could easily have missed because it was at the dying minute.
92 minutes.
Exactly. So I was happy to get the goal because if they didn't get the goal, if they didn't get that outcome, then we would miss, especially when we're analyzing us the fans, we would miss all the good work. We will not give them credit or props for all the good work they've done all through. All we will have been talking about is just critiquing them and abusing them as of now.
Yeah.
So I was happy we could maintain that style of play all through the game, and we're able to get the outcome that they kind of wanted. But some players will need to stop hiding for whatever reason. They need to stop hiding, and then we have this problem of today we don't have a right back, tomorrow we don't have a left back. Tomorrow we have a left back, the day after we don't have a right back. I don't know. This is unfortunate. But this is where we expect Poch to actually earn his money. Because at this instances there's nothing really we can do about it. Now we don't have a left back or something like that. But then is he going to play Ian Martin? Nobody knows. Is he going to play Colwell? I don't know. People are not really happy with Colwell, but there's a way you can play Colwell where at least he will do his job, he will do his defensive role. And his role is actually his responsibility actually to defend. So there's a way we can actually play him. But if you want to play him like a natural left foot, maybe this guy cannot play it that way because that's not his trade. So I hope he plays somebody that can play that position.
Mm-hmm.
And another thing is the keeper. I don't really know anything about this keeper. I've not watched him that much.
Yeah,
but
that's
he's better.
I'm MLS American.
Yeah, I know. Then when we got him that he came from America, but he's better with his feet.
Yeah.
But in terms of saves, I don't know how much he's better than Sanchez, because when it comes to saving the ball as a keeper, Sanchez is very good, except you don't
Very
want
good,
to
yeah, I
give
know
credit.
that.
So I don't know how this guy is when he has to make a save, but this guy looks bigger than Sanchez.
He looks composed though, and calm.
Yeah, and he's huge. He's like 6'4". He looks bigger. He looks wider. He looks like one of those. When you watch hockey, ice hockey, and you look at their keepers when they're wearing like maybe their big jacket, and
Yeah.
it seems like they're covering every place. This is how this guy looks like. So he looks like a giant, but I don't know how good he is with his hands. But with his legs, he's very comfortable. You can tell even today.
Yeah.
He's not panicking. He's not. You're not worried. He's very free at, playing from his foot.
Abdul, I
So,
want to ask you a question. Sorry.
Yeah.
So why do you think Poch waited this long to actually play that Petrovic? Because
The reason,
both
the
games.
reason is because
Sorry,
they asked
let me
him
ask
again.
Abdul my question.
Sorry. They asked him after Manchester City that why is Petrovic? He said because he just came from all the way from a different country to London. He needs him to adapt to firstly APL, the way they want to play, and he needs to understand the defender around him. And once he can do that, he will be ready to play. Because the question is that why did not play in the Carabao Cup? Because Sanchez will be sitting on the bench.
Sorry, Jerry. Abdul, my question is, if you've seen this guy play the last two games, there's nothing shaky about his distribution. Like, he doesn't take unnecessary risk. Any small thing, he gets it out of his feet. That's
with his feet,
with
his feet, he's very good. Or he's very comfortable.
Nah. He kicks long balls. Some of his passes, some of his long balls, they even went out of the pitch. Let's not act as if this guy is incredible with his
Yes, that is better than just putting the players on unnecessary pressure. Like there's no necessary. Like if you watch Sanchez, like every time he plays, you are like on the edge of your seat. Like the corner kicks is always
Kenny, we are saying Kenny. For me,
this guy keeps it simple.
I'm only judging this Petrovic with his feet, and you cannot tell me he's not better and comfortable with his feet.
No, it's not more comfortable. It's not more comfortable.
Okay, I'll give you one advice now, Kenny. I'll give you one advice. Okay, go and watch the highlights of this guy playing with his feet, just with his feet.
I watched the whole game and people are judging him. Wait quickly. Let's go. The last two games, he's barely had anything to do. Let's not act as if
that's where you're getting it wrong. I'd like 2 seconds. That is where you're getting it wrong. We are putting it into context. We said with his feet. Nobody's talking about him as a keeper. We've not seen anything.
And with his feet as well. I haven't seen him be put under pressure that much.
Are you hearing what we're saying? We said with his feet is better than Sanchez.
I don't think so. If you get that's what you think. I haven't seen an example that.
Yeah, exactly. That's your own opinion, and it's fine. You can have a different opinion, but you cannot disagree with what I'm saying and say what I'm saying is not whatever. That's your own opinion from what you can see. Okay, fine.
He plays safer than him. That's it. I don't know if it's better, but he's safer than him. Yes, he takes less risks.
Nobody's calling him a better keeper. I'm saying with his feet, this guy.
No, I say with his feet. He doesn't. He takes less risk. That's what I'm saying. I don't think he's more comfortable. I just think that he takes less risk. He just plays.
That's okay.
Which is exactly what the keeper needs to do. Why should the keeper be taking more risk? I've seen I've seen Alisson intentionally kick the ball to throw in. Like you have to be almost risk free. Like you are the last person in goal. Like it's just you and the goal. So when you are under pressure, when you don't have enough options, you have to kick it long. Either it goes to throw in or whatever. It's much better than just kicking it to.
I'm actually just answering K's
Of
question.
course.
But where I'm trying to go to is it a situation of, are we in a situation of Mark Bosnich and Codicini, where they are almost equal in terms of ability, and it depends on the opinion on the coach or the X factor in terms of, okay, is this injured? Is this available? Is this not available? Are we playing this game today? Are we playing this game because we want to keep out from the field? I'm saying is that our situation now, or one is extremely better than the other one? Because I'd rather have one that is extremely better than the other one than to have two that are almost equal and we are not sure, and people are saying, oh, if it was this, we would have considered this. If it was that, we would not consider that. I hope we're not in that situation. So that's just my take on it, Kay.
I guess we'll see.
Yeah,
I think to me,
shouldn't Poch know by now?
no, I think
because Petrovic has not played yet. So we don't know. He hasn't.
But what I was saying is, hold on.
As a coach and a manager, you will know the better coach now.
But Sanchez is who he believes in, clearly, because even if he's made some mistake, he's always played.
This is me now, because we talk about Sanchez, Petrovic not having too much to do in the game. As a goalkeeper, what you need is focus and concentration for 90 minutes. Sanchez doesn't have that, because he has a brain dead where you are not on pressure. You just fast opposition. Against Arsenal, when we're already leading 2-0, nobody is pursuing you. It's a back pass. Calm your head down and look up, or even play the ball to throw you. A pass to Declan Rice, and it was a game over. So, as a goalkeeper, 90 minutes have to be spot on every day.
Abdullah. I mean, saying he has not had much to do is just funny. It's funny. It's really, really funny. Sanchez have not had much to do.
But he's making brilliant decisions.
But yes, because we are one of like the very, let's say, top 4 teams that has the ball like on possession in the league. When it comes to, yes, in the league.
So we're being disingenuous now. Come on.
What are you saying, Kenny?
I'm saying that so far the 2 games Petrovic has played, he's barely had any shots. I haven't seen him make a great save or nothing. And on the ball, you've
not seen him make a great save?
Tell me, do you see him make a great save today? He hasn't been put under. Like I said, we haven't played a team that has put him under that much pressure. All I'm saying is that he's more risky. He doesn't take as much risk on the ball.
Hold on. Sanchez's flaws, it's not for his shot stopping. It's not.
Yeah, no, I know he's went on the ball. He takes risks.
It's really good with shot stopping. Sanchez is very good.
No, I know that. But obviously.
So you're talking about not seeing enough when it comes to shot stopping. I don't know where that is coming from.
I'm talking about Petrovic.
The real problem is that when Sanchez have the ball, there's a nerve that strikes the defense, that strikes everyone. And you don't get that much nerve from Petrovic, despite Petrovic playing like just 3 games. You get what I'm saying? I'm not saying one is clearly better, you understand? But Petrovic feels the defense with a little bit more confidence. That's exactly the point I'm trying to make. You get what I'm saying? Like, I would rather your keeper. Look at Alisson. Alisson is not he's not Onana that likes to play like Zidane in the defense. You understand? If he finds a safe pass, he's going to make a simple safe pass. Neuer is good with the ball at his feet, but like when it's no longer safe and he sees that the press is high, he's going to kick it long. That's exactly what you need to do. You just do those simple things, basically. Sanchez's problem is you have to reduce. There has to be a lower risk for a goalkeeper. A goalkeeper cannot just be
Yeah,
taking big risk,
yeah, that,
so that the
yeah.
fans are going to clap for him at the end of it. No, you don't need that type of attention on you as a goalkeeper. So
No,
if you can,
I agree.
yeah,
I agree. Sanchez he takes more risk with his passing. That I agree.
yeah, that's why
That
it makes
compared to
way more mistakes. Like that's it. So if he had been playing it safe, he would have been everybody would be more confident in Sanchez. You get what I'm saying? Like if you're pressing him high and you kick it safe, if it's safe, it's safe. Because if you kick it long, the probability of the ball moving from the middle of the pitch to the goal post, there are a lot of players in front that could actually, instead of just passing to like the left back or using your left foot. I saw a match where Sanchez used his weak foot to pass to the opponent like twice.
Against Arsenal, his weak foot.
No. That's even more complicated. We played Brighton. It literally passed to the striker to score. Like twice in that same game. You understand? Like if you can't find the pass, okay, go long because there's a chance we win the ball.
King
Win
Black,
the 50-50s
King
from there.
Black.
Like big up Olua, big up. Yeah, like I don't get we've not seen enough.
I'm just
I get what
no,
Kenny is saying, but Ken, the problem is
no, we don't need
Sanchez.
we
This is
don't
the
need
problem with
that.
Sanchez because as a goalkeeper,
And then
you have to
we needed him to step up in the penalties.
people
Bro,
say,
did you see that penalty? That was a fine shot.
he made a great. No, that's a no.
great
You
save.
bro, Sanchez saved penalty. He saved the penalty against Manchester United as well.
Bro, that's not this type of
what?
penalty, though.
Oh my gosh! You see, not this. Come on, man. We can't just discredit just because. Obviously, Petrovic so far he hasn't. Yeah, he made a mistake against Everton, but yeah, you can say so far he hasn't made that much mistake. Yes.
Yeah, for me, Kenny, and my focus is not on the goalkeeper because basically you can have a bomb in goal post. If your team is very, very good,
Victor Valdez is a bomb in goal post.
Yes, I was going to mention Victor Valdez. A lot of terrible.
Barthez. You guys know Barthez. You guys know Barthez.
Ladies goalkeeper as well.
You guys know Barthez. Barthez is an
like
horrendous goalkeeper. Barthez.
No, but obviously for the type of the style of play Barca played, that's why he was better on his feet. They don't need a great. That's Ederson as well. Man City, they don't need a great goal.
Really good. Valdez was not really good at his feet, though.
He was.
No.
Yeah,
all he needed to do no, he wasn't. All he needed to do is just pass the PK.
There was nothing spectacular about Valdez. Nothing spectacular.
Barca's game back then was not to play out from the back and pass. No. Just give to PK. You will give to Busquets. Game over. You're not getting the ball back anyway.
Yeah. It's pass.
Yeah. So just tap it around. It's not.
Valdez was a weak link in that team. That's
it
was a weak link there.
Mm-hmm. So, King, before I come to Nanana. King, your take on the overall match?
You know me, I'm going to.
I hate penalties, King. Abdul before you. The last time we did the watch along with Abdul was like, "I'm getting the fuck out of here. I'm done." No, not me. Don't put me in this situation. I was just laughing that day.
Yeah. Before I start,
I don't like penalties.
Everyone. Yeah.
It's an heart attack. Heart attack is penalty. Heart attack.
For me, that game still doesn't change the fact that Pochettino is not a good coach. Tactically, we just kept playing the same thing and doing the same thing over and over again. Honestly, they need to start Pochettino as soon as possible. This team, with what we just played today and what we have been playing all season, this team has the potential. This team's potential is way more than this. And tactically, we don't. Honestly, Poch doesn't know how to coach an attacking. There's no attacking pattern or anything. Basically, you just set the players in each position and tell them to play out from the back. I saw the signal when Petrovic had the ball. They showed Pochettino. Pochettino said, "Yeah, play out from the back." Pochettino instructed him. We were chasing a goal. We were 1-0 down, and it was almost 70, 75, 76, 80 minutes. Even the fans were sick of us playing out from the back. Like, what was it we play? And the way we move the ball is very slow from the back. It's not as if we do one touch. No, we allow Newcastle players to get back into shape, and they will start playing. Honestly, I don't know. There's nothing about. I know the players we have are not all elite in each position, but same as Aston Villa, like how many points above us? They don't have an elite players all over the pitch. Like it's all tactics. So like
it's slow build up.
Well, slow build up, sluggish build up. Allow all the opposition to get back into shape. Make sure you don't lose the ball. But there's no plan for when we lose the ball. There's no plan for it, and there's no plan for how do we break this team down. This team, they are getting 2v1. They are manning up with our wingers. It's 2 against 1. Every of our winger, whenever they have the ball, they have 2 players closing them down. It was Gordon and the right back, and the other. It's same thing the other way. I mean, how are we supposed to break them down? No, let's go back. Let's pass out from the back again. Let's go. Let's try. It's just stupid.
Mm-hmm.
The strikers will make it runs. There's no one passing. There's no one clipping the ball. No cheap passes. Nothing. There's no 1-2s. Basically, no 1-2s at all. I can count in this game. They're probably like one. There's no 1-2 at all for 90 minutes.
Not like King Black. King Black.
How do we?
I'm trying to understand where you're coming from. I think you're being too unfair, man. You can suggest something. Same podcast.
Bro, Oluwa, trust me. Trust me when I say if you it doesn't.
That's not true. There's evidence.
There's true. No, he has players.
Wait, brother, you can tell me you should do better with this team. I agree. And the same could be said to another coach as well. Like saying Tuchel should be doing much better than what he's doing in Bayern Munich. But when you say Poch can't coach an attacking team, that's unfair. He was attacking in Espanyol. When it came to Spurs,
if you call this.
When you come up and say
so when Sterling is on a 2-on-1 and can't pass the ball forward, we have to blame Poch as well.
Exactly.
You guys, everything is just the manager. These players, there's no account for these players. No. The thing that we can blame the manager, but the thing you guys always say as if these players are These players are like the perfect. They have no. There's no blemish on the players. Like,
let me finish. Sterling, I know Sterling is not the best in the world. I know Sterling. I know my take on Sterling. I know my take on Mudryk and Jackson, Broja, this guy, and Casedo. I know my take on them. But I'm sorry. Like, I see us getting closer to the final third, and it's just the winger. The striker is like 10 yards away with the defenders. There's no third man run. There's nobody's close to the winger. As soon as the winger loses the ball, we are under pressure.
Let me ask you this question. When the coach says, do you have the same problem with Dele Alli? No, because Dele Alli had intelligence.
How long ago was that?
You sound like as if this coach doesn't know how to attack at all. That's unfair.
Okay, what I was
wow.
I would say that Poch's biggest.
They almost won the league that season. They got to the finals of Champions League.
NK, stop it.
Wow.
I'm not saying Poch is superb. No, he has a lot to learn. He has to improve as well. But you're sounding like as if he's some low class. He's not good at all in any aspect. That's unfair, bro. Come on, please. You said as well. They make you look as if this match we lost this game. We were poor. We won this game by luck. No,
bro.
True.
I mean, if Chmpions didn't
targets, just one and was a mistake. Like, come on, bro.
Well, it's clear. The evidence is there. Why they play the way they play today? Basically, they don't play. They have too many. They have too many.
No. They have the same injury was where they used to play PSG. They almost won a PSG there.
I'm sorry. Their game is exclusively reliant on Joelinton, Almiron.
Isak wasn't playing today.
Aside from
oh my gosh.
Yep. Actually, Gordon came off injured. Yep.
But did he play?
You just don't want to.
He didn't play.
But when he's Poch, you don't want to say that he doesn't have any full.
I said it with Potter. I said injuries. I said injuries with Potter. You guys didn't want to hear. Please.
No. Stop saying you guys. I'm not you guys.
Please, or Lua specifically, please.
See,
Thank
guys,
you.
I get what Ken Black is saying. But Ken Black, I can't negate one-on-one with Sterling. This is not the first time he's doing that bullshit. That's not Poch. That's number one. Amanda Broja, that's not on Poch because as a striker, that's not on Poch as a striker. Nicola Jackson that adds one-on-one, that's not on Poch. That's on players.
Where was this one? When was this 1-on-1? Where was this
You have to call
1-on-1?
them out. Those are
No,
players
it wasn't
that-
1-on-1. It's the touch and turn.
Those are you have to call players. Those are making weird that decision making. That's not on punch. Yes, I can understand the build up is slow, but when you get into the final third, make a decision. You have a brain fart in the attack. I'm like, what the heck is going on here?
You have a brief thought there.
That's not.
But how come? Like, even today, we had a 3-on-3 or 4-on-3, and Palmer passed the ball. Like you guys acting as for we're not getting.
Don't say you guys. How many spoke?
Wait.
How many spoke?
King Black.
Okay.
How many times have you seen this team 3-on-3 or 4-on-3, and we don't score? The players make the wrong decision. You can't put everything on the manager every time. There's certain situation during the game where I see the players make a mistake. I'm not gonna blame him just because. Yeah, because sometimes people. Yes, okay.
When I see a centre back playing the left back position with a left back on the bench, and Thiago Silva, we want to play a high line and suffocate the opposition because they are playing defensive. How do you actually team up with, like, well, let's say the ball is with Modric and Modric is starting on the left wing. You're not gonna expect Modric to take on the two players every time he has the ball, right? So if there are no overlapping fullbacks and there are no third man runs from the midfield, and you're asking Enzo to press high with the striker, what exactly is the plan here? Are you going to tell me?
No.
Telling me we are rushing the chances we get? Basically, it's like we're rushing it. Like we're rushing every chance we get. That's why the chances are not coming clean, and these players are in a rush to take the shot, in a rush to pass the ball and release the ball. Basically, we are not. There's no pattern there. And look,
you see when the players are rushing, now we'll find an excuse.
This guy.
Black. I agree partially with what you said. But that is not on point.
Jackson had to come and take the ball and start running.
That is not on point. That's on the player. That's not on point. No.
What I'm telling you is that
it's called instinct and positioning.
Abdullah.
It does not happen. I'm not joking.
If he's the striker, what's the plan to get the ball for him? Is it meant to be the one to progress the play from the midfield? How don't we have anybody that is crossing from the left wing?
Okay, you are crossing to someone. Okay, wait. You are crossing to a player who does not know how to head the ball. I know. We have to be factual here. We have to be content. Nicolas Jackson cannot head the ball with his head.
How many times has he?
I don't understand that.
Is the plan to really? What's the plan? Okay, tell me now. You guys that know. Tell me now.
I get what you say. You can't blame.
Yeah, let Kenny and Olua speak after this. Then. Yeah.
Thank you. I'm funny,
Let me get this one.
NK, just move on from Paul, man. Stop it, man. God damn. Jesus Christ, man.
Relax,
every time bringing this man up, man, the guy is gone, man.
Kenny, man, are you using Yamaha microphone? Wait, let me hold on. You understand? I can describe how West Ham plays, and I'm not a West Ham fan. I can tell you right now how Brighton intend to break you down, and I'm not a Brighton fan. I can tell you how Arsenal play. I can tell you they have two dimensions how they play. Even my United fans that are complaining on whatever they are doing, I can tell you what they are trying to do, even though they are clueless. And you understand, they can be clueless.
What is Man U trying to do? I'd like to know. Man U fans complain they have no idea what this guy is playing. I would like to know.
They have no. They watch them every day. They have no idea, but you know what they want to do.
For like 4 months. And come on. Like, give him a
I'm telling you, they use the white. Wait. Let me tell you. You want to respond to yourself. Do you want to respond to yourself? I'm telling you, I know how they want what they want to do.
I ask you, who will do a better job? Tell me who will do a better job.
How many questions?
I'd like to know from you. Tell me.
How many questions do you want me to answer? Which
Let's
one?
let's start from what do you want? Okay, Poch will go out tomorrow.
Which one do you want me to answer?
Who coming
So
tomorrow?
I'm looking at all of these teams, and I'm seeing
Yeah.
Postecoglou what he's doing. I know how they
Yeah.
want to break teams down. How can I not see what my team is trying to do? How is he
But
just keeping
in
the
black,
ball,
we've
keeping
been having
the
this
ball
problem
in
of
our
low block.
half?
Not on point. We've been having this
for
problem
90
of
minutes
low
and
block
wait for
for a
Sterling
very
to do
long
a
time.
magic from somewhere.
You see the
But
way
in
you're
fact,
treating
but we've
Stephen.
been having a
Does
problem with
Chelsea have a
taking
player
down
like
low
Madison
block.
and Song? Let's start from there.
I'm
Do you have a
They
quality
had
Song and Madison?
Madison for the last five games.
No, listen to me. When they were playing their best spell, they had those players there. Do we have
Forget
any
the best
player?
spell. The last 3 games, the last games they have won, have they had Madison?
It's simple, like bro.
Jesus.
Do we have such quality? No. Like, come on.
No, but no, NK.
Newcastle team,
I like for
what team have they played in the last 2
NK.
games? It was convincing from minute 20
NK.
to
Well,
minute
yeah,
90.
yeah, Kenny, I can
NK,
hear you.
can you
They
agree
didn't
that
have Madison. They did not
the
have
last
them Van der Beek.
the last three managers we've seen them struggle against a certain type of team?
Sorry, you were against
Yes or
Man
no?
City. You told me you didn't like when we played
Yeah.
against Man City. Tell me you didn't like that. Oh, against Arsenal.
NK, yes or no?
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Because I'm like Poch is not the only guy. Since Potter I've seen Potter struggle against low block. I'm seeing Chuka struggle against low block.
You told me it was not good enough, right?
Look, we'll talk later. We'll talk later.
Wait, Oluwa, quickly, because I've seen. Oluwa, quickly, because the last I've seen Tuchel struggle.
I'm not disputing the fact that I'm not saying there is no tactics.
No, you said the guy doesn't know how to attack. Like, he's poor.
Yeah, he doesn't have an attacking plan. He doesn't have an attacking. He has a plan. He has players in position.
Tell me last time he scored against Man City.
But he doesn't have a pattern.
When was the last time he ever scored against Man City? Do you remember?
Pattern here.
Bro, come on, man. Like, you are just being too harsh.
He
on
has
the
a
man.
plan, but there's no pattern to the plan. I know what I'm saying.
You can't laugh. You can't laugh. This guy Kenny.
What's he meant to do? Is it his fault that Enzo can't
He needs to have Victor Osimhen. He needs to have Kivicha. What are we saying here? Aston Villa is not in the league. They don't have Victor Osimhen. What are you saying?
They don't have Osimhen, but you can't compare the spine they have in their team.
What spine do they have? What spine do they have under Gerrard?
Martin has been playing for England. He has been playing in England.
The same spine under Gerrard.
Yes.
Wait, guys. This is the problem we're having.
Abdullah,
I get what you're saying, but
God.
Abdullah,
putting too much blame on Poch. For me, I won't do that because we've had difficulties in breaking down low blow. It's not on Poch. It's been long time.
It's been long time.
Was he able to break
that?
No.
Why are you not making
I understand the slow build up because of the players. I was, if you look at my opening stuff, I was angry because why is Levi playing at Levi when we have Messi? Why is good on the bench? And because I can understand injuries. Okay, Poch, you do that.
Martin is not good enough. That's the point.
You need to play player in that positioning, but the slow build up.
Martin is not good enough.
See, wait.
Giving him quantity.
I will not blame if Kim is telling me
Martin's not good enough.
Abdullah.
Put the ball on the cross. So wait. Sterling is missing one-on-one. Is that on Poch? No. Decision making, just basic one. Sterling is that on Poch? Amanda Broja missing free puts. Is that on Poch? That's not on Poch, because you can't play that.
Okay. Now go to the Everton game then. Go to the Everton game.
That's on the player.
Go to the Everton game.
So on the Everton game, yeah, we lost on the Everton game. We lost. But we lost again.
Ask yourself one question. Why is only Palmer that makes line breaking passes? Why is only Palmer?
Ask your coach. I don't know.
Why don't you see from other players? It's only because they don't have the ability.
Oh God.
No, I think what it
Thank you.
It's only Palmer that makes those passes. Why? Why is only Palmer? So it's only Poch that doesn't know to make those passes.
Okay. Like, the biggest issue with this team honestly is that they can't really play.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Wait. Let me go to SK, then I'll come to K. Right.
So the biggest issue with this team honestly is that they can't really play within the lines. Like if there's not like an open space for them to pass to, like these players don't have the ability to like work within tight spaces, to be honest, at least from what I've seen. Like whether you want to blame Poch or Tuchel or Potter for that, I don't like when you look at some of the better clubs like in the Premier League, they either do one of two things. They either can play within tight spaces like a Man City or an Arsenal, or they have the ability to go from defense to attack really fast, like a Aston Villa or a Liverpool. And Chelsea can't do either one of them, which I guess kind of begs the question as to why they can't do it, which is the biggest problem. And I guess like you guys were talking about the lack of attacking fullbacks. That is a problem that I would put on Poch. But I mean, it is also like a bit unfortunate because like Reece James has been injured, Cucurella's injured, Chilwell's been injured. Like a lot of the more like attacking
he was
fullbacks
playing
that actually
Chilwell
have
as a left
attacking IQ
winger,
are injured.
bro.
Even Gusto does come back
Abdullah.
today.
He was playing
Abdullah.
Chilwell as a left winger,
Oh God.
bro. What are you
You
doing?
said, oh, God.
Abdullah.
Yes, that's true. That is false.
Well, and that was
Yeah,
not,
that's on Poch. Yeah,
I'm
Yeah,
telling
yeah, that was poor.
Poch selling three. Poch selling 3 games. Poch selling 3 games. Oh, okay, right?
No, but like I'm sorry, some of these players, I'm sorry. Did you see some of these guys' first touch sometimes during the game? I can't blame him if their first touch is so poor.
who has a bad first touch in this team aside maybe Modric? Tell me.
So
do you see Gallagher's first touches? Do you see Sterling's first touches? Nah, I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry. If you can't, yes, please speak, man.
I was gonna say the issue with Gallagher is really that he's just too. His playstyle is just too basic.
Ask yourself something. I'm sorry, guys. Just a few minutes, 3 seconds. Sorry. If you do recall what Mourinho said in the John Obi Mikel podcast, he said something. You're as good as your squad, your bench. What does Poch have on his bench? I would like to know. What qualities do you have there? No, you tell me. Because you keep saying Poch is a problem. You know, I get it. Poch has a lot to improve. But let's don't sound like I see the players we have. You know, there's some kind of.
Olua, if I catch Everton finishing ahead of us, I'm coming to you, brother.
David Washington, Alex Matos. Who is that? I'm sorry, man.
If Everton finish above Chelsea Football Club this season, Olua, I am meeting you on the stream. We can discuss it because I know they had a minus 10.
They get their 10
I
points
would
back.
say I should sack Poch.
They had a minus 10.
No, what if they get it back? What if the Premier is like, oh, here you can have your
Oh, then it's removed. Then it's
doesn't
removed.
change
Then it's
anything.
removed.
Let's be real. You know, he needs to improve. That's all I gotta say. And if he's showing signs of improvement, we can see in some recent games. I was telling him like the other day that we needed to get a striker. He said no.
He didn't improve.
We can't
Can I make some points, please?
Hold on, Nana. Then I'll quote Abdul, and I'll come to the other guy. Nana.
I didn't say we don't need a clinical.
I don't mind if Abdul wants to go. If that's cool, if it's quick, man.
Yeah, but it's not true because Borja's going to be angry somewhere. Let him go and make Jackson as
Come on, NK, man. I'm doing quick in the same sentence.
Abdul will be quick, man.
Can I go now?
Okay, K.
Okay, K, go ahead, K.
Wait, am I good or is K going now?
Let K go then. We'll
allow
come
K
after
to
Nana.
go.
We'll go after.
Okay, that's cool. K, you could go, man.
See, if you watch today's game, if you think it's not on the coach, I don't know what you're watching.
He doesn't
I
want
don't
to
know what you're watching. That starting Disasi. If you watch Disasi, if he had 40 passes today, 30 of those passes went back to Silva. So is it like a coincidence that when Malo Gusto went in and actually crossed the ball, that's when an opportunity arises to actually score a goal? It's not a coincidence. If 30 of those passes keep going back to Thiago Silva and keep going back all the time, you are not going to score. You are not going to create chances. There's no magic to it. If you have Cole making the same mistake, almost, I don't even know how many mistakes that guy has made now, and he keeps playing him game after game. It's not the players, my guy. It's not the players. If the coach doesn't see that, then I'm sorry. Like the same mistake is gonna keep happening game after game after game after game. When you see our wingers, they are always. When they are trying to attack, there's always 2 guys on them. That's because the fallback are not overlapping. I don't know what you're talking about. Like the fullbacks are staying back, and there's literally the back 4 is like we're watching a line. There is no. It should be like a V shape. It's just watching a line across. I'm like, what is he trying to do? I mean, he has an idea, but he doesn't have a plan to. He doesn't know how to execute that idea. Like that the build-up play is just very slow. Like Thiago Silva can actually touch the ball like 16 times. I'm like, what are they actually trying to do? What are they doing in training? This man is clueless.
Okay, I have a question.
I'm not going to blame the players. Like, come on, guys.
You see,
Not every single one of those guys are clueless. Come on.
I have a question. Okay,
What's your-
is
what's-
he Porsche that is asking some of these defenders to take 1,000 touch before they pass the ball?
Yes, if
So he's telling them on purpose. Takes 5 touch or 4 touch before you pass it. That's him.
Yes, is the one telling them. He's the one telling them to take 5 or 6 touch. Because if you play the game, your coach will be shouting at you, don't take more than 2 touches. Like once you take more than 2 touches, you are not playing my next game. There has to be levels to this shit. Like you can't be touching the ball 6 times and be like, okay, it's okay.
Excuse me?
So if the coach is okay with the players taking 16 touches, then it's on the coach. I don't know what you're talking about. Like the build-up play is just very, very slow, very slow. If that mistake didn't happen, like Chelsea won't score. Like let them play 200 minutes. There won't be any like the second half. Like come on, man. Come on, it doesn't even look like they were chasing the game. Like, come on, man.
I think
there was no shot from the outside. I don't even know if Chelsea are trying to play.
I have to disagree there.
The beginning of the second half, for me, the first 15 and the last 30, for me, there was clearly a difference. I'm just saying that the second part of that second half, these guys were just like a Diziko taking their time with the passing. I didn't see that in the first 15, 20 minutes. I don't know. You guys always say it's push for. I'm just saying sometimes these players, they just take too long on the ball because there was clearly a difference. There was clearly a difference when they came out of that second half and the second part where they were just passing around, just playing, like taking their sweet time.
Mm-hmm. Like this is not.
It's not as if they do it. They don't do it during the whole game.
Come on. Come on, Chelsea almost lost that game. Come on,
celebrate, my people, celebrate.
Come on, that game was God. Come on, man. This guy is like the overall play wasn't good enough. In my opinion, the overall play wasn't good enough.
This guy's like.
Alhamdulillah.
But okay, a win is a win. We move on to the semi-final.
Oh, until it's a loss. Until it's a loss.
Abdullah, can I go, please?
Whoa, Oga.
Is it loud?
No. Oh yeah, go ahead. No, just go ahead. Go ahead.
Sorry, why did you scream? Because
no, don't worry. Go ahead, bros. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay, respect your elders, man.
Yeah, I respect my elders, man. I respect my elders. No. Okay, go.
So you guys, just give me 2 minutes. Let me complete my submission.
Okay.
Before you interject. So this is the thing is normally when there's a win, it's easier to analyze football because you're a bit more happier and you feel a bit more, your emotions are a bit more balanced. When you've lost, sometimes you're more angry, you can't really analyze properly, you're more focused on the outcome, blah, 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 blah. So this is my own take, okay? Today, I would think I saw what Poch has been trying to do with this team, okay? And I only saw it like in the second half, okay? And what I saw in the second half is trying to do something that actually is more suitable to this team, okay? And that is the emphasis on possession football, okay? In as much as the possession football we played today in the second half, I'm focusing on more on the second half because that's where I think I saw what I think I see what Poch is trying to do is we played a possession-based football, okay? And the reason, Abdullah, me and you and I have had this discussion a long time ago, that this team, you cannot play pace and power with this team because we are not a physical side. You cannot ask people like Gallagher, people like Caicedo to be playing pace and power. They are not naturally built for that, and it's not their fault. So what I think he's trying to do is he's playing possession-based football, just like Arsenal played last season, and just like they tried to implement with Arsenal. Possession-based football with the wingers hogging the touchline. When you watch Arsenal, Saka does not leave the touchline. He hogs it. He embraces it. Okay, so that's where your damage comes from. This is partly what I saw him doing today. Now, the thing is, with possession-based football is in terms of philosophy in some other sports, they call it constant negotiation. That you are constantly negotiating with your opponent, and they use it a lot in some sports like boxing. I know some people use that technique where it's like constant negotiation. They keep throwing a jab where they will give you no rest. So your concentration has to be high, and the objective is to make you lose concentration at some point. So that was the football, like maybe Pep used to play maybe like 3-4 years ago, where they have the ball and they keep making all those short passes, where even you watching gets tired of it. And people say, "Oh, Trippier made a mistake." That's the whole objective of negotiation. You keep negotiating with them, second by second. They get so tired, they lose concentration. Something must happen. So you have to be patient to that philosophy. And you have to see that philosophy through till the 90-something minute, till the final whistle comes. You don't increase the tempo, you don't reduce the tempo. Okay? That is what Pep was doing a few years ago with Man City. Okay? And even if you look at one of the things he said recently, he said Barcelona, people thought we were playing tiki-taka. No, we weren't playing tiki-taka. We stretched the game to one side of the pitch, and then later we moved to the ball to the other side of the pitch. In doing that, you've stretched the opponent loses concentration, Messi does the damage from the wings. Okay? So, but the thing is, possession football that we saw in the second half today, and mainly what Arsenal does, is more like positional football with a slow build-up. Okay? But the most deadly possession football is the one that has pace and technique. It is what Girona in La Liga are playing now. Pace, technique, one-touch football with still possession. They wouldn't give you that ball. Go and see what Girona are playing now.
Abdul.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask you one brief question.
Yeah.
Other than Palmer, you tell me one other midfielder or player we have in our team.
I'm coming to that. I'm coming to that. And that is
about they had Iniesta, they had Xavi, Busquets. They make those easy passes.
I will come to that. No. I'll come to the point. Just let me complete okay. And that was what Valencia used to play at the early 2000s. Okay? Possession football, if you remove the scientific name or the scientific label, is just passing football. Passing is the easiest thing to teach. Okay? But where passing passing differs from other passing is the ones that can find when you start making intricate passes. Only talented players can make intricate passes where they can only not just make a pass, they can see a pass. Cole Palmer has that in our team. You are born with it, or you've been playing it from a very young age and you carry it to your adulthood. Okay, but there was somebody else, I can't remember, who was making those long diagonal passes today.
Thiago Silva.
Apart from Cole Palmer, there was somebody else.
Thiago Silva.
I can't remember.
It was Silva.
Maybe it's Thiago Silva, but I noticed that somebody else was playing that passes today, apart from Cole Palmer. So it's not only Cole Palmer that we have that can do it, okay? But Cole Palmer for sure can do it. You are right, Oluwa. But it's not something you teach.
Said. The other person is
that you teach.
Not in the midfield.
No, it's not. Yeah, but it's not something you teach. You don't give it to somebody. You don't go and buy it and give it to somebody.
You don't have the players to make those passes.
No. But one thing is, Oluwa. One thing is.
Oluwa, who this squad have?
But why do
Who do Spurs have?
why do we have to make those Hollywood passes to
You know,
get
yeah,
a chance
Olua.
to
No,
score a goal?
Olua. Who do Spurs have? Who do Spurs have that could do that then?
Who do Aston Villa
Madison.
have?
Okay, that's one
Aston-
player. Okay, Madison
who
and
do-
Cole Palmer. That's
Kulusevski as
one.
well.
Kulusevski.
Kulusevski as
Who
well.
do Aston Villa?
Yeah.
Who do Aston Villa?
See,
Who do Aston Villa
guys,
have?
But Aston Villa don't play that type of football.
No, guys.
What
Let's
type
not
of football are
module.
you
No,
talking
guys,
about? How
please,
do they get
please,
the chance
guys.
to score a
Guys,
goal?
please, Kid Black. Let's not module the argument. Okay. Look at even what Olua said.
We don't need those Hollywood passes.
Hold on. Let's analyze this. He said, Olua said, have I forgotten that Barcelona had Iniesta, Xavi? Even that great Barcelona had maybe only 4-5 players that can do it. So you're not going to have 11 players that can do that. You're probably maybe will have 1, 2, or 3. Okay. But that aside, apart from the ability of your players, at this level, you must have a philosophy, you must have a tactical approach, you must have a discipline that you have in approaching your games. Okay, so that's my quick submission. So
thank you very much, Nana. Your take, then I'll go to Blue Eyes.
Yeah, man. I'm happy we won. Firstly,
Nana, the last time we won the Carabao Cup was in 2015, 8 years ago. Lord have mercy.
Listen, I'm happy we won the game, although it took a while. I'm happy we won the game. I thought. It's funny. I thought when Poch brought on Gusto, I thought that's when the game changed a bit more drive.
I was even supposed to play at left back. I was like, okay.
Yeah, no, even in terms of drive, right, and some of the passes Gusto was making into midfield was just something we were missing, because I felt as if the 4 at the back, not even 3 at the back, 4 at the back, because there were 4 centre backs there. They were quite static, right?
It's a statics approach, though.
Yeah.
If you look at our 6-6, they are very static. So.
Yeah, I think Badiashile, brother, keep that performance at home.
No, he just made a mistake. One mistake.
No, brother, no.
The guy was shaky on the ball. Stop lying, man. Come on.
No, yeah.
What do you mean shaky on the ball? They didn't lay
He was shaky on the ball. No. Kenny, I'm on your. Don't worry, I got you.
Thank you.
Kim Black, brother, come on now. Come on.
What do you mean? They didn't put us under any pressure at all,
brother. Oh, bro.
He was shaking where he made the mistake.
As soon as he made the mistake, psychologically, he was gone. Yes.
Yeah.
You almost made similar mistake again.
Yeah, man. I don't know what.
It was checking all through, but I won't say it was a solid performance for me all through. No,
it wasn't. It was
a bit shaky, to be honest.
After that mistake, he became a shaky warrior, man. Let's go.
Yeah, man. I think when Poch brought on Gusto, I think that changed the game. It was nice to see what's it called, Nkunku come onto the pitch.
Nana, can you explain to me 2-on-1 why
Sterling
cannot pass? Just quick pass. Why?
Here's the thing, Abdullah. This has been a staple of Chelsea for years. In terms of overhits, people don't understand weight of pass, which is one of the most important things in football. Weight of pass there, and that's probably Nkunku's first goal for Chelsea. If the weight of pass was correct, that's probably his first goal. It's unfortunate.
Sorry, I don't know if it's just only me. I can't hear you guys speak.
Oh, you can't hear me?
I can hear you.
You can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear him.
Yeah.
I can hear you, Olu. I can hear you.
Yeah.
I can hear you.
Okay then. Thank you. So I'd say
it was Lascelles only. That was like Sterling. Stop. Just pass one.
It was the weight of pass. It was the weight of pass. Yeah, he wasn't great, but we take the win. I think there was some good performances out there from Palmer. I thought I don't really know what Abdul was really saying, because I think that might be a managerial issue. But I thought Caicedo was great today, man. Me personally, I thought Caicedo and Gallagher were both good today. And then he put Jackson on the wing.
Yeah,
Well,
because
he was swapping. Broja and Jackson was swapping between left wing and striker.
yeah,
Broja
everyone has
doesn't.
a problem with his stomach. I'm like, why?
Broja, Armando Broja, like him Black said previously on a previous stream, doesn't have the maturity to play the striker position. I've seen enough. I don't need to see any more really to know that this brother, unfortunately,
And
is.
NK, you know what pisses me off about Broja? He gets to in the box, in the 6-yard box, he turns back and he starts looking for someone to pass to. Like, can you take a shot anyhow? Just get a shot on
His
target and
his
register
pass
yourself.
is
No, that's
his
on
pass.
Poch now.
Yeah, it's Poch. It's Poch. It's
Oh,
Poch.
here we go. Here we go.
No,
His
Poch is
his
telling him
pass.
to pass the ball, man.
Bro,
Acknowledging that now, right?
Olua, you're not understanding me. I was the first to ostracize these players before any of you, before anyone here. So, but the lineup we have on
Excuse me? Excuse me? Excuse me?
before anyone
Excuse
here,
me?
I was the first person to ostracize all of these players.
Excuse me?
I said this.
Excuse
I
me?
said this team
Excuse
still
me?
lacks at least.
If
You said we
acknowledge
will,
the fact that
you said we are going for the
you're
league.
contradicting yourself as well. If you say we still lack 6 more players, then why all of a sudden Poch is the problem?
No, we lack 6 more players to compete for the league, not finish in the top 4. That's
6
what
more
I'm saying.
players, like then that's how many players plays on the pitch? 11 out of
But
11.
see, I'm comparing the players
6
we
players
have.
is crazy.
Look, guys.
Like,
once you hear it, take
I haven't finished, by the way. I just want to clarify. I haven't finished.
Olua, stop twisting me and
Finish up,
twisting
Nana.
my
Finish
words.
up.
Like, bro,
Let Nana finish up. I'll come to you. Nana, finish up.
So in terms of the pens, all great pens. So I give credit to the players with the pens. Good save from Petrovic. Abdul, you have a habit of leaving out that Connie Chukwuemeka is part of the team as well. So in terms of the midfield, Poch is privileged, which is the annoying thing that some of our fans don't realize in terms of the actual amount of players, the depth as well. But Poch, if I'm being honest with you, if you are listening, you're not listening, but if you were to hear this, brother, play fullbacks at fullback.
Period.
Play fullbacks at fullback. Play as soon as Madsen and Gusto were there, it just felt better, right? And then there was because we were chasing the game, I'd be careful to use this game, Abdul, in terms of the possession, because I think Newcastle were letting us do whatever we wanted. And the truth is, if it wasn't for that Trippier goal, I know you're saying it was by submission, brother. That Trippier has been trash for a month. He's been absolutely trash for 1 month. But it's a good win. On to Wolves. I know he's got a selection headache. I'm assuming Nkunku won't start, right? He probably wouldn't start that game.
I don't know.
But
It depends on how Poch feels.
No, yeah, I don't think he's starting it. No,
I don't think he'll start that. I'm happy Mudryk scored that goal as well. So yeah, there's some positives definitely. And yeah, I'm not too. I'll just take the win. I'll take the win, and hopefully Chelsea can build on.
And now for me, people I say we play bad or we play good. A win is a win. We'll move on.
No. Abdullah, no, because no.
Especially this competition for me. This competition, it is as paramount as important because I want to win this. I don't care whoever we play. I want to win this competition. I want to. People might call it Mickey Mouse Cup. I don't know. I want to win this competition. Chelsea Football Club. Whatever competition you play, you have to win. Chelsea is a big club. So whatever
is that why we're 10th?
We need that Conference League qualification.
Is that why we're 10th?
The last time we won the Carabao Cup is to 2015, second coming of Jose.
When was the last time we won the league?
The last time we won it was 2017.
Okay then, the years are racking up.
So, like this competition, especially this competition, it's very, very important. We have to win it. We have to. Especially the players,
man.
the up and down we have, the manager, the players, the ownership. This competition is important. It is.
I just don't think. Sorry, my final point is I just don't think Poch is putting these certain players in the best position to succeed. That's my bottom line. I wouldn't say Disasi played badly. By the way, I'm not going to say that at all based on this game. The right back experiment. I know Blue Eyes was saying, "Yo, that could be a coaching scenario." Or God. No.
Ashley Cole.
No.
Yeah.
You know what? You know what it is with Desasi. It's not his fault, right? But and the thing is, he's shown that he can. I don't know if anyone can get what I'm saying. He's shown that he can do it, right? It's just not fluid enough. I don't even think he's bad at right back. I really don't. But at this level, I'm gonna need a bit more in terms of crossing as well. You need to do certain things. So we'll see, man. But I'm done. Sorry, I was taking too much of the mic.
Blue Eyes, your take. Semi-final of the Carabao Cup. The last time we went to the competition and won it was in 2015 when the coming back of Jose. And since then, it's been up and down. Even under Tuchel, we lost the final, which I'm like, Lord have mercy on us. We've not won the competition.
Hello, hi.
Excuse me? No. Relax, guys. This is not the team.
Yo, NK, is that you?
You wish.
Yeah.
Who is that person, please?
What?
So, Blue Eyes, your take on the Carabao Cup.
No, it was Olua, man. It was Olua. He knows what he's doing.
Go ahead.
Did you have the live space? It was like, what is that?
I'm gonna have to check what Abdullahi's face, man. I'm not looking at my thing. Yeah, sorry, Blue Eyes, man.
Yeah, man. Greetings. Hey, man. Fantastic results. I'm telling you right now. Fantastic results. Ugly game. But listen, man. Ugly game, ugly win. It's GG. The game is GG. The game is GG. Do you know what GG is?
Good game. Is that what that is?
No. GG meaning draw. Like, we made a mistake. They made a mistake. Come on. Let's watch football, man. I don't know what's wrong with people. This is the big picture. This game was GG. Fantastic game. Ugly. And it unfortunately, yes, it's a win. Sorry, fortunately, yes, it's a win. But unfortunately, you still see that people are analyzing the game. That speaks volumes, ladies and gentlemen. In the midst of victory, here we are analyzing like we lost 3-0. You know what? It's good. It's good. I like that spirit. It looks like Chelsea fans are coming back. It's good. I'm telling you, no, this our team is average now. It's an average team all around. And I know I'm going to sound repetitive, but it's an average team. But in a game like today, man, we needed this like you have no idea. You have no idea how much we needed this win. I don't know what to say about our midfield. I need somebody to help me explain the structure of our midfield because apart from Conor Gallagher, who I heard is on the chopping block that's going to be sold, which I think is going to be a criminal act. Because if you look at how that boy played today, it was ugly, but that guy is what you call that's guys, man.
Bros, I put my hands up.
He gave us an Arturo Vidal today.
Oh my
gosh, man. Jesus Christ.
Oh, brother.
That's a long stretch, but it was good today. Without a madman, bro.
I'll say Lee Catamore. I'll give him Lee Catamore today.
I swear, I never.
That is a madman.
I don't know about Arturo Vidal. I'll give him Lee Catamore.
You know what? In Black, I give you the mic. I beg, explain Conor Gallagher today. I beg, no vex. I beg, help me.
Me?
Yeah, I beg. Help me explain.
He gave
Conor
an
Gallagher
Arturo Vidal performance today. You say, You see that performance, bro? You take him out of that team. You let Newcastle back into the game. They flog us very well. We were terrible. If that guy wasn't in that team, he gave us an N'Golo Kante performance.
My brother.
Oh my gosh, man. Jesus Christ, man.
Enough said.
Me,
Lord.
Blue Eyes. I am the type. When you play bad, it doesn't matter if you are my blood brother.
Except for Kovacic.
That's me.
It doesn't matter.
I'm like that too. Except for Georgie.
Okay, Black, I know you.
No,
I know you.
The thing is, trust me. trust me, Kovacic, the only part of him that people were talking nonsense about is the part of him he has always had. Is the part of him he has always had since he came to the club. So people are acting like it's new to them. Is what I'm just. That's why I was against that notion that
He actually scored today, man.
it's really new to you.
No,
that
go back, please go back to Conor Gallagher before I continue. I beg, go back to Conor Gallagher.
Conor Gallagher gave us an N'Golo Kante-esque level of performance today. Bro, he was in the midfield all by himself.
Oh, I wouldn't go
Now we're
that
lying,
far.
man. You see, now we're lying, man.
I said it was
No, Kim Black. What you're saying about Conor Gallagher, we've already diagnosed it since the preseason. Only that you guys refuse to accept it. So he hasn't done what he has not done since the beginning of the season. This is his usual performance. And we mentioned it on the stream like maybe a few weeks ago that this guy has modeled his game to that of N'Golo Kante. Okay? But the thing is, to think Conor Gallagher is that guy in midfield that is going to be giving you crisp passes, that is going to be giving you dynamic passes,
let me read
then you are seeing a different story.
Abdullah, I beg, read the chat. Make I continue. I beg,
before Blaise continue, let me read the chat
no
before Blaise continue. Before Blaise continue, apologies. So where do we stop? Wait. Okay, Tayo said Palmer young player of the season. I think we forget this. He also said we need to see Connie. Don't mention none in the place. I'm not respond.
Leave Nani alone. Leave Nani alone.
They say that they're not going to let him leave alone. That's what they said.
After the match in the tunnel, that guy was dancing. He was giving us a leg walk. I was like, "Excuse me, you can't play football, but you are dancing leg walk." Interesting. Okay, no problem. No, wala. Noni should be ahead of Broja in Carabao. Don't mention Noni. I beg. No, Noni. I beg. First to score penalty. It was good penalty. Good point, Tom. Newcastle playing having Joyce and Keys as well.
Tayo, exactly. GG. First to score penalty, my brother.
Gallagher will cook at Man U. Give us 70 million and paying with Mount. You will. I will not respond to that.
There's one thing people are failing to realize anyway. Go continue, Abdullah.
Our player doesn't look hungry. They look like they have made it already. Other than Gallagher, Palmer, Petrovic, Nkunku, and Gusto.
Petrovic.
Sometimes I question their mentality, but I understand. We play possession, but no movement other than Palmer or Gallagher, who is not technically sound. Chineke. Lord have mercy.
Oh no, no. Hold on, Abdullah. Let's stop. Who says Gallagher is not technically sound? Go back to that comment.
It's Tayo.
Let's stop.
Let's
pause here. Hold on. Let's pause here, I beg.
I mean, is he lying? Like, come on.
No, it's not lying. No, this is pure cap.
He's lying.
Tayo, this is pure cap.
Let's move on. I won't respond to that.
I'll respond to you when I get the mic back. Go ahead.
Oh my
gosh. Play Marcin. That's my problem with Poch is right back is a right back playing. A left back is a left back playing. Stop playing this inverted bullshit. It's not working.
Tayo, you know.
No, it's not inverted. No, but it's not. It's not inverted.
It is not working. I understand the injuries. Play right back in his position. Left back in his position. Period. I can't.
No, I think Gusto will play when he's back.
He's ready. As long as you are fit to play on the bench, you fit to start the match.
Thank you.
He just came back. He just came back from injury.
Stop right here. Adele.
What do you mean?
Go back to that comment. Abdullah. Paul, just leave it here for a minute. Let's all read this. Now you can move on.
Let it sink in a little bit.
You said let it sink in a little bit.
You have to make the discussions interesting. We can't be all in the same side.
Look less risky. Okay. Petrovic penalty record is enough to be ahead of Sanchez.
Are you mad? Oh my!
You see people. Oh,
Netflix has
anyways.
better passing accuracy, but also passes less times. Build up is very slow and lackluster. Good point, King Black. No comments. No movement.
Tayo Sabibo.
Newcastle considered it's not that
It's
Chelsea
Abi, it's
played
Abi.
is right
No, but NK so is Petrovic passing that
Roger
great?
needs to be sold.
I don't know.
It seems more secure, but it's PTSD. Chelsea fans have PTSD.
That comment about Conor Gallagher is the reason why people want to attest.
Is it autism or atheist?
Yeah, autism, yeah.
Oh, non-believer. Okay, cool.
Child, that's weird.
Guled. My man Conor G gave us an Arturo Vidal today. That's a
Joey Barton.
I just up in Caicedo was good today.
Okay, good question as well. Did you guys see the yellow card Caicedo had at the first minute of the game?
That was a red card.
Yeah, that was a yellow. No, that was a yellow.
Do that too, right?
That was it was VR.
No, that's a yellow. No, that's a yellow, man.
Sorry, Olua.
Anyway,
Who started Caicedo? Was I the one that
Who should have played? No, who should have played? I would like to know.
Who started Caicedo?
I beg, give me my
He's injured. Like, come on.
He said, "Make up."
No, but that's what I don't. These guys want to see Alex Matos or these random players that were on the bench.
You didn't have on the bench to bench Caicedo. Tell me.
Guys, let me finish really quick, man. Really quick. So
Pochettino is going to come out of retirement to play in the midfield.
Let me just say something really quick here. This is actually how I wanted to start my my statement. You see this whole frenzy of Newcastle. Watch out for Newcastle from last season. I'm not laughing at anybody. I'm just trying to remind people what
I know you are taking a dig at Abdul. We know.
No.
We know your
I am just trying to remind people. Hold on.
That was bait.
Abdul was
Let me just say something. I just want to say something.
Go ahead. Let Blas finish.
Abdul, you said that.
The screen I'm watching has has 10 men on the screen now. Which one of them don't have balls, man?
Which one? Hold
Please
on.
Check your balls, man.
You said what?
No, I'm just joking. Blue eyes continue. Blue eyes continue. I'm just joking. Blue eyes continue.
Oh my God.
Hold on.
Go ahead.
Which one? For those of you who there were people that were crying 2 seasons ago. Watch out for Newcastle. And listen.
No, but they are still
hold on. Let me just say something.
Are they 4th or 5th?
I haven't finished.
Are they 4th or 5th? No, I'm just interjecting. Are they 4th or 5th?
Blue eyes, cook.
Let me just finish what I have to say here. It's very simple. What I want to say is very simple. Is that the reason I'm saying this is you guys know I'm an enthusiast of the EPL. So when I come bearing gifts, it's the holidays. I'm an EPL student. And when I tell people that to be a big club, oh boy, soup way sweet and money kill them now. It's one thing to invest all the money. It's one thing to have all the structure. It's one thing to have the hypest coach. It's another thing to cut the grass. It's another thing to cut the grass. See what happened in Champions League. See what happened in Carabao Cup. And at the same time, here we are. What position are they in the EPL?
6th, I believe.
I think they're 6th or 7th, no?
Yeah.
Okay, let's look at now. Let's quantify. If you guys want to look at dollars spent, and you remember let's talk about the financial muscle behind this infrastructure. Again, calm down.
But Blue Eyes coming from a club that spent 1 billion and are 10th in the league. I think you should just talk about the match.
King Black.
Calm down.
What I'm going to
King
say
Black,
is,
King Black.
what I'm going to say
Actually,
is,
I don't
So
think Newcastle buy a lot of players.
how much of that percentage of the 1 billion the Poch spent? That you're
Calm
allocating
down.
everything
Just
to
no, no.
Let
All I'm,
let
let me
him guys.
finish it
That's
now.
the
Let
only
me
Poch
finish
one.
Let me
it
first
now.
listen to the player before he
So it's
comes
I
gonna
back.
haven't
Poch
even
where
finished.
we are.
Hold
He
on
didn't see the player
now.
before he comes back.
Let me just finish. All I wanted to say is to clarify that there's a difference between your top six and your top six.
There's a difference between a big club and a big club.
Leicester FC, check it. Leicester FC, check in.
So overall,
Let me go back to the game.
guys, let him finish up.
Let me just go back to
having
the
a
game.
deep now. Come on, guys.
Again.
Mm-hmm.
Back to the game. Fantastic, ugly win, but overall, we don't have a player we can count on except for Conor Gallagher. Cole Palmer, I'm still here and there with him. There was a ball. I saw Cole Palmer win a ball. I had to go downstairs, use the washroom, come back. He was still in that possession. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it.
To the ball for long.
I couldn't believe it. I couldn't. I say I used.
But Poch told him to win it as well, right?
Yeah, Poch, right? Yeah.
I went downstairs, used the washroom, came back, got coffee, and he was still. He hadn't even advanced.
But maybe I'm wrong on this. Maybe you have to correct me. I said
Oh my goodness, man! That guy. We have to look at him. Listen, Abdullah, Cole Palmer. We have to. Poch has to package him diligently, because I don't need him getting too comfortable with this sluggish pace. That's not going to fly, man. The reason I'm saying this is I find the ball goes to him all the time, which is fine.
Yeah.
But there's going to be times when your majestic passes will not fly. You're going to have to run.
Yeah, I agree. I remember that was first half. That was first half. I know what you're talking about.
But to be honest, it's the least of our worries.
That was terrible.
It was terrible.
To where Palmer was on the ball. It was like wrong.
It was terrible, man. The guy is so. Listen,
I remember that. Cole Palmer.
Let me tell you something. He's very good. I'm all about the Cole Palmer, but that guy is too predictable. I've never seen a predictable. He's too predictable.
Talk about body shield.
I'll come to Badman like Sheila. Very shortly. But Kopama, listen, I'm going to be very critical.
You're right. Blue Eyes, I agree with you. He's very predictable.
He's too predictable, man.
It's very easy to displace him.
My brother, if a good coach, look at what this guy did to him. Oh, in Newcastle, actually, I'm surprised. Eddie Howe, in the league game, that game they beat us 4-1.
Joelinton, come on.
Joelinton.
No, it's Eddie Howe.
No.
The way Eddie Howe set him up. Eddie Howe destroyed him in the first game in the league. That one they beat us 4-1. Remember, he was in that game.
Yeah, he was. Mm-hmm.
Of course.
He wasn't actually in that game. He was doing nothing. Yeah,
exactly. Yeah. That's what we're trying to say here. The predictability is when you're able to shine the light on it, then he's -1. I'd be -2 because the ball is always in his possession. So today he got away with it because we won, and it looks good. Don't get me wrong. He knows how to get away with. He knows how to get away with. He can get away with. What's the best? He knows how to escape
average performance.
Yeah, and he knows how to get away from tight situations. I respect that.
If your best player up to now is average, then I don't understand why the expectation is high from you.
Because as a collective, let me tell you why.
If your best player is average,
hold on now.
Why are you expecting it from the team as a whole?
Because I can answer that question since I still have the. It's because as a collective, listen, Olua, as a collective, it's unacceptable that we are 10th position as a collective.
Absolutely, yeah, it's unacceptable.
So when you talk, that's exactly what it is. And when you think about a canoe, what's that sport where they paddle a canoe? If one guy is not paddling, you will see it. You actually see the guy not paddling. That's what we're seeing here. We have about 5, 6, 7 guys not paddling.
The passengers in the boat, yeah.
The boat is just moving. You are seeing people that are not paddling. But again, how good can we be as a collective is what I'm trying to say here. And listen, man, without a midfield, I don't know what's going on. It looks like is Enzo sick or is he not?
He has a stomach bug.
Okay.
And Poch even
Let's
knew
get
and he
Blacks
played it.
now. Come on.
Okay.
No slander or Enzo here, please.
No, we're not.
He had a stomach bug and Poch confirmed already. He had a
Okay.
stomach bug. I was like, okay, if that's the case, why do you play him then?
So
But
they
then,
turn him. So they turn him left and right. He has a stomach bug.
before the match,
He has an
he was having a stomach bug. But
no,
again,
Abdullahi.
question boils down to why did he play him?
In the last game now, his stomach
No.
bug.
Abdullahi. I think he
Did
has an
he eat
issue.
fufu before the
You said
match?
what?
Why is he having
I
a
think
stomach?
I think he has an issue with his.
That's
with
what
his
Paul said.
stomach.
He has a stomach bug. That's what Paul said.
Not just trying to protect him, please. I beg.
Abdullahi, I think
Even
he
one of
has
the
an
reporter
issue
was.
with his
What do you
groin.
say?
I beg. If you had a ball, you won't start
I
at
think
all.
he has an issue with his groin.
With his groin. Oh, okay.
Groin.
Okay.
And he's been playing with that for a few weeks now.
When has he become Kid Christensen? All of a sudden, he's going to the washroom.
Hi, Chineke. Enzo, please don't become Christians and be going to washroom every time.
Christensen does all the time. Very weird player.
When do you
Guys,
become Christians and
do
going to
you know why
washroom
I
every time?
was? Do you know why I've been like, guys? Why I've been overly critical to this, especially today, is because these guys were there for the taking, man. They were not set up to even.
No, we beat them.
compete at all.
We beat them handsomely. Okay.
ESPN is saying Enzo has been playing with a couple of weeks with a groin injury. Okay.
No, King Black. Listen, King Black. Can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
You see,
I'm with you. I'm with you.
You see today's performance. You're right. They were there for the taking, but we beat them handsomely. It's a terrible defeat for them. It's a terrible defeat. They came in with that 4-1 victory. That coming off that momentum. They came in saying they go repeat that thing, but I didn't even know that it's been how many years since they won in Stamford Bridge? How many years?
Yeah, it's been since 2000, I believe. They've not won. It's been long though. They also have a very
Tell you
terrible.
something. This guy, Bruno Guimaraes, don't get too excited. Calm down. We don't even have a strong midfield, and you're dancing all over the place like a mosquito. Calm down. Bruno G, that one they call Bruno G. Calm down.
Bruno Guimaraes.
This guy runs circles around him. Conor Gallagher, man. He was busy looking for the nice pass. Calm down. The other guy played better than him. What's his name?
Miley.
No, Miley was very good. No, the other guy. Longstaff. Go and buy Longstaff for 20 million.
Nah, come on.
I'm telling you, go just as a bench guy.
You need to have too many of those kind of players.
As a bench guy, man, that guy, I'll take that guy 20 million as a bench player. That kind of hustle. But again, listen, fantastic overall play, but we know where we stand.
Yeah.
The only way we are going to win is by collective. By Nicholas Jackson.
He should have scored that goal. Why? He should have scored that chance he missed. He should have scored it.
But he actually helped the midfield today and helped defense.
Yeah, he did
big time, man. You see, that's why I told you he's the only guy in the. This is one thing again. I want to stress.
Carried the ball.
Thank you. I want to stress and repeat on this again, please. Acceleration value. We don't have a lot of players with acceleration value.
Lois, your take on the finally making his debut today?
Goalkeeper
Christopher Lokonko.
Hey, that guy has captain potential. I'm telling you, he has. If you want to use somebody that is like from nowhere, if you want to go, he has captain material. I saw what he did today. It was very minimal. It wasn't noticeable, but I saw him jump in. For him to jump into situations first day on the job.
You saw players like Broja just looking there. Couldn't help.
This boy jumped in, man.
Yeah, I saw that incident.
When I see that, I say, okay, this guy, let me see 2 more games. I just need to see 2 more. I don't need to see a lot because I don't see situations for Chelsea. Hey! And this boy looks like he's that quiet, gravitational type of leader. That kind of thing. So and on top of that, he knows how to play the game. So that's like double. That's double in his favor.
Do you know as scared as I was about Nkunku, I was scared about him playing that penalty. But the way he took it, man, it was like mess. Honestly, imagine you have not played for a long time.
That's what I'm saying.
Barely touched the ball when you came in, and the penalty was there. He just smashed it, man.
He
I mean,
expressed it.
it
That
looks
was
like
pure
we have been,
character.
it looks like we have been training penalties all season.
And yo, I didn't even talk about penalties.
Let me ask you guys: if Jackson was on the pitch, do you think you'd have taken one?
No.
He
No,
has
no,
No,
he has to
no,
take
no
one.
comment, no comment,
I
no
don't.
comment.
He has to take
I
one.
don't. I don't think he has. I don't think he has the ability to conquer the like a big occasion here.
Oh,
I don't think he has
there's
the
one
confidence.
guys,
Yeah, I
guys,
don't
guys,
think he has the confidence in front
guys.
of goal yet
Let
at all.
me. You know what? I don't want to forget this point. King Black, I beg, because this is the one that got to me the most. Levi Colwill.
He's average. He's average.
That guy's average.
It needs to be sold.
Like King Black is a bomb.
We should have taken 40
He's
million or
average,
45 from Brighton.
Well, like Liverpool fans, I am sorry. You should have paid 30 million.
I don't know why.
We had a chance, eh?
You guy
From
gives
corner.
me
The ball,
vibes.
the ball
Sorry.
fell to you,
Why is he
and you
taking
turned
this?
back and made a stupid pass.
Yeah.
And even when I saw the guy running, oh shit! Sorry, man. The way the guy runs, with the ball, I'm like, come on, what is this? Are you serious? Who put the captain's band on this boy?
It's
It wasn't the captain. Oh, you mean the game?
Ever.
Look, I don't think it's something from Poch. I think it's from the top hierarchy at the top. Because it's like, what? I don't understand. Where from nowhere?
Even, listen, man. His ceiling is very high. He probably has leadership. He's from
more of a
Cobham.
centre back for me than the left back.
He's no.
Man, sit his ass at the back, man.
He runs. You know, see the way he runs. First of all, the way he runs. One leg is in front, one leg is behind.
If you can,
of course, when you run, one leg will be at the front.
Wait, do you say yes?
No, you know what? You know what's up, guy? Like, if you can't start as a regular centre back, you should be on the bench. It's simple.
Period.
Yeah. I can see.
Average, man.
You see, Disasi playing as right back. He's not playing. Okay, he's not at optimum level, but
he's good lightning. Okay. Exactly. He has the intelligence.
On the left is a disaster. I'm sorry.
Oh my
It
goodness.
doesn't complement the left winger in any way.
At all.
And his defensive his ability is so poor.
Oluwa, do you know why it's like that?
I'm saying, yeah.
It's like that because that's how Poch wants it to be. That's exactly why I'm pissed off about.
God bless you, King Black.
No. That's pure ability, man. Stop. Come on, man. Come on, guys.
No. See,
ability
have you not
to
listened
receive
to
the ball.
Poch?
Ability. King Black, hold on. King Black, let me just say something. Ability to receive the ball and put the ball in a position where your man can receive it in a good position to advance. It's on you. It's not on no Poch, man. Come on.
It's not the coach ability to determine the weight of the pass. It's your ability.
Blue eyes. I want you to notice something in the next.
Yeah.
Colwill will play as a left back again.
I don't want that guy on the team. King Black, I don't want the guy on the team. He's
let's
ready.
King Black. King Black. Let me ask you. He shouldn't play, but who do you think will play instead of him? Madsen?
Yeah.
Oh, of course, Madsen should play. Of course, if Livramento is playing,
I don't. King Black. Maybe Olu hasn't been watching. What has Madsen done wrong since he's been playing?
It's not about
what has he done wrong. What has he done wrong? That he does. He should 100% own that quality.
I'm sorry. They're not Chelsea's quality. I'm sorry. With due respect to
What have you seen? Your take on Petrovic before you round up.
Like you'll be surprised.
Oluwa, if your manager, sorry, before
defensively attacking rise, I don't see much from him, so I don't understand.
If your manager put all your defenders, your central defenders on the pitch at the same time without the fullback, who else does that in the world?
It's only because
one manager that will do that.
And there's no brain. There's no brain in it.
He doesn't trust Martin. That's why he's doing that. Naturally, he'll have played Martin.
So
That's the same
So
thing
why
we
did
say when
everybody
they say
lie to us? Why
he
did you,
doesn't trust
Olua?
he doesn't
Black,
Why did
trust
you
your
lie
the
take,
to
your
model.
him
take on
that he
Modric
knows how to
and then
develop young
Petrovic.
players?
Look at the heck out of it.
Abdullah,
Why did
Let
Olua
Black
lie to
talk.
me?
Let him finish. You.
Abdullah, you see that I don't they barely spoke on Modric the whole time.
Modric and
Let me talk about
I
Modric.
just ask him now.
But
You took up
once
Modric,
but
hold on,
once
let me
once
talk
he has
about
a bad
Modric.
game, everyone will come here.
Let me talk about Modric.
Oh,
Okay, so
K, you think he had a good game?
let me
No,
talk
he
My
about
gave his
Lord
Modric.
flowers
in heaven.
regardless of no.
My
He made two
Lord
good
in heaven.
games. He scored the
Our
equalizer. He scored
standards
his penalty.
are,
So
are,
fair
are
enough.
on
Yeah.
the floor.
Yeah,
He had
but
a good game.
wow, why are you surprised? Why are you sounding like I said this is old Chelsea? We've been down all this while.
Let me say something, guys. Let me say something about
Talk.
Modric.
Wow.
You see, the thing about Modric is
Nice.
this. The thing about Modric is this. Modric, I'm going to sound very abstract. Modric executed what you call a drive-by. When the door, you get a window of opportunity in the span of less than a second. Flash. You know who else did it? Mason Mount to Wilfred Onyen did it. Leicester. I think that was 2016, 2017. When Onyen made that mistake.
No, 2016.
Was that 2016 or
No,
2018?
it can't
I
be.
don't know.
No. It'd be 18. It'd be 19, 18 or 19.
Yeah, 18, 19. Exactly. That's the same thing. So listen, congratulations to that young man to find that window of opportunity, and he actually looked at the wing angle. You see, so I was very critical when I was watching the goal. I said, let me see if it was just a fluke. No, he actually looked at the spot and put it away, man. He put that ball away. So again, fantastic game. That was the only thing he did in the game today, and it was the most important thing.
He scored his penalty as well.
And his penalty was, man.
Yeah. I'll give him his flowers. I always criticize him, to be honest.
Listen, he's not for me. I tell you one thing: if he keeps playing like this, I think he's not a starter for me. It doesn't matter for now.
True.
He's not a starter.
I agree.
He's an impact player. He's a guy that will come in and give us wings.
He'll build his confidence.
He's a guy to come in. I've said it. He's a guy to come in and give us wings. We're just for takeoff when we.
And there was one pass he gave to Gusto that Livramento almost put into his net.
Oh yes.
Exactly.
Oh yeah.
Blue eyes. Modric bench, Kopama bench. Who actually now starts for the team?
You're right. No, you're right. You're right.
Not quality,
if you guys want to have the debate of that's where coaching kicks in, then I want to have that discussion.
Your take on
I want to have that discussion.
Yes,
what is the coach?
On them? Petrovic.
Petrovic. Listen,
because we had it before. We had this discussion between Sanchez and Petrovic. We were like Sanchez, because Sanchez always he has this brain fat where nobody's pursuing you. Just focus. You pass back to opposition. I'm like,
that guy is prone to
errors. You have to be switched on 90 minutes. If you don't switch on, you're gonna put yourself into trouble. Nobody's pursuing you. Why are you passing back to opposition?
Is his definition of calamity.
Why?
No, right now, Sanchez. Sanchez. I tell you one thing. Right now,
this will sound cliche. This will sound very cliche. But Petrovic looks more masculine than Sanchez. He actually looks like we have a man in goal.
It's obvious. He kind of covers every. Yeah, it's obvious.
Sanchez
I'm not saying he's a better goalkeeper.
He looks like the baby sometimes. Just from the looks, you can tell that Petrovic
when he's making his passes.
He actually looks like a tough guy.
Kim Black,
it will be very difficult to
looks more masculine.
Do you see the way that guy covers the goal post? He covers everything.
Kim Black, please, can you repeat that statement?
Don't mind the blue eyes. Continue.
Sorry,
one looks more masculine. The other one is
the guy needs to be sold, man.
King Black just said it now. One is a man, one is metrosexual.
No comment.
Mento is superb, man. Plays both left and right. And
Petrovic. Listen, who?
Petrovic and Sanchez, your take.
No, Sanchez is. Despite what King Black said, I still find Sanchez as the devil I know. They say the devil you know is better than the one you don't. And right now I still know Sancho. But you can tell that there is a system. There's something cooking back in Carabao because they were very, very excited for that save. And he exhibited some leadership qualities in that between the pipes. Pause. You know, the way he was controlling, the way he was shouting at people, and it looks like the guy wants to take his shirt, man. So again, we got to see him more. You know, I love this competition. I love the competition.
You know, Sanchez didn't fight for the position. He just came and became number one.
And take it here.
No,
Yeah.
but that's also another form of competition. You have to
King
fight,
Black,
you have to fight
King
yourself.
Black. If Sanchez shout, it sounds like a girl shouting at you.
I'm telling you.
Are you
know
serious?
You
I've
know-
never. How do
you
you
know-
guys hear this thing, man? You went to the game.
You had him at preseason
In preseason,
right?
You went to the game.
I went to the preseason.
Chicago.
Okay. And
I
you were
was in
hearing.
Chicago. Me and K. That was when Alot was. See, Alot must not come out to. He must not come out to this club.
Stay here, stay
Oh
here.
my! You see that Alot?
Are you serious? Are you
Alot
serious?
was. See, they were playing
King Black.
football
Do you
match,
see how
and
many
Alot was
times that
fixing
guy
his socks.
sleeps during the corner kick?
He was fixing
I'm
his
telling
socks.
you.
Excuse me.
When you see Petrovic, you can tell there is a man in here. Actually looks like a man.
The guy.
Like-
I think that
Forget
guy
beer,
might
beer.
take the jersey. Oh. That
Forget
guy
beer,
might
beer.
take the
Oh.
jersey, man.
You
He
see-
might take the jersey.
We have a lot of players in our team. They are not really men, honestly. You can.
Nah, Listen, let me talk about Caicedo, guys. Hey, nah, Hi, Caicedo, man. Nah, bros.
Casedo, past 25 million max. Normal.
I don't think he was
Normal.
bad today.
That's your guy now. Come on. But all of a sudden, you're already washing your guy.
Oh, Olua, I wish my guy.
Do you remember that? Do you remember last transfer window during winter? You're like, go and get me Caicedo.
Man, yo, Caicedo can't even.
to partner defense.
We all made a mistake with that guy. Bro.
You remember
We
he
made a
got
mistake with that guy, bros. That guy is terrible.
Nah, God.
Don't call it a
We
mistake. He's just
have
22,
thrown
right?
money away, unfortunately.
But like, he's just 22. The best we can hope for is he gets better. You know.
But the thing is, King Black, if I say to you, what is this kid doing wrong? You can't actually say it. You don't actually know. But you said it's not good.
Let me
So what
tell
makes
you,
him not good?
he needs to enroll in yoga. Go do yoga first.
Hold on.
It's like Papa.
I don't know, maybe you heard me earlier on. I don't know, maybe you heard me earlier on. I think Caicedo has been hiding. Okay, all along. He actually didn't have a poor game today.
It wasn't poor.
It wasn't poor today. But if I'm talking to King Black, if I actually say what is he doing that makes you put him at that grade? What is
At
that?
22, like, well, it's just because of his price.
No, King Black, give me your take now.
Abdul, let me tell you what he's doing.
What
If you watch his game, no, let me just say this, Abdul. Let me just say this now. Let me just say this, then you can go. See, if you watch Caicedo very well, you will see the way he's playing. They call it come out on me by J. He quickly plays that ball.
Now he's hiding now. We call it he's hiding. Make the ball no
Make the ball no
spoil
spoil for my hand. Make the ball no spoil for my hand. Like
as soon as the transfer, as soon as I took my time to watch Casedo while they were shouting,
That's all it takes. That's all it takes.
Before we signed him,
Now you didn't miss J5's ability to hold the bond.
I'm telling you,
it looks like he's scared to play.
Round us up. Let's get the heck out of here.
Wait,
Abdullah, don't run.
I'm a big fan of Caicedo.
Guled, come and talk about Konogalaga. Guled, talk about Konogalaga. Guled.
Hello, guys.
Guled, round us up. Let's get out of here.
Guled, talk about Konogalaga.
Abdullah, don't run, man. Abdullah, you can't run from this.
Caicedo and Enzo, both of them, I rate them highly, but they have disappointed me already. So I have no comments.
Guled,
So you're gonna run?
Guled, start with Konogalaga. Guled.
I gotta run. Talk.
Cocaine Galaga. Talk about Cocaine Galaga. Guled.
Oh, guys, we are in big trouble. We are in big trouble.
We are in big trouble, Oga Guled. We are in trouble.
Guled, did you go to the game today? Did you go?
No. This season I didn't go anywhere, man.
Okay.
I can't deal with it this season, Abdul, man.
Oga Guled, we have been scammed. All this Casedo money.
I'm not gonna lie to you, man, King Black, man. Caicedo, I don't know what's wrong with the guy, man. This is not the same guy in Brighton, man.
Gullet,
Even the guy
if you
said
pass
it now
to
that
if
people
you
have been
pass to this
abused.
guy,
No, King Black, the guy
everyone
has said
is
it
scared.
that people have been abusing him, abusing his family, that some of his family members are getting depressed from it.
Yeah,
Why?
Even the
That's
guy
wrong.
knows.
he said it already
This
that
is
he's been
what
abused
comes
a lot
with
by
the
the family.
salary, Abdul. It comes with the salary. Once you
No,
are
that's
getting
wrong.
that
Why would
salary,
people do that? That's
Yeah,
really unfair.
Oluwa,
No,
it's
but that's
true.
what he
He
more
said
said.
than
in
That's
the
what he
interview that
said.
they abuse him, they abuse his family,
No,
his
but
fiancé,
why would
his
people
mom.
do that?
No,
It makes no
he didn't say
sense.
that.
He said that in the
He didn't
interview. Go
say
check.
that.
Go check.
Look at this guy, man. He says he didn't
Go
say
check
that.
now.
Why
No,
would
it's
no,
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 he
true.
no,
It's
didn't
true.
say that.
It's true.
He said that in his
No, no,
interview.
King
He said
Black
that in
is
the
true.
interview. He
It's
said
true.
it. He said that I've been criticized a lot and it affected my family, even my fiancé too. He said that.
Yes, it's affecting his family. It's affecting him because they are reading. That's what he said. He said because they are reading the comments that people are typing towards him. What
And
see?
people are,
What
and
comes to
say
the
people are
nature of
saying
the
bad things
fucking
So
about
are
job?
him.
people praising him?
It,
Are people praising him?
it comes to that's what comes with earning 88K a week, bro. His age at 21 is packing gold dust in Congo.
Did you say that with when this guy was making
That's
150?
what all of these players feel.
When Callum Martin was making 150k, did you say anything like that?
Me?
Yeah,
Bro, trust me,
when you
bro.
guys had those
Good
got abuse everywhere.
leg. Yeah.
Yeah,
Round us up. Let's get out of here.
that amount of money. No one was abusing him.
Round us up. Good leg, though.
Yeah. I'm here.
All this my mom and my this my daddy. See, that's what comes with being a professional
Oh, yeah,
player.
talk,
This
oh.
problem.
Yeah. But King Black, didn't this guy come from the ghetto of Ecuador, where they hold you,
Gullet,
where they hold you at gunpoint with slippers on?
You think Jackson came from the city? So why was it acceptable for Jackson to be getting abused constantly? But when it's Caicedo came from the hood. No, Jackson, does it look like someone that came from Banana Island?
You know what's funny?
Jackson's mom bought his first boot for him at 16. At 16, Kendrick Piers is getting signed for Chelsea.
It's
so
true.
People are not considering that too. That's what comes with the nature of this job. You are earning
Yeah,
that
but King,
type of money.
You know that kid was at the stadium today.
It's the pressure.
King Black.
Yeah, he was there.
King Black, you know that kid was at the stadium today.
Yeah, he came with his friend. There was another Senegalese guy behind him or something as well.
You know what? King Black actually said a very fantastic word earlier. He said there is no masculinity in this team, man.
Oh, okay.
Guys, if you look at situations, like this, if somebody's abusing your family, whether you're Nico Jackson, whether you're Caicedo, we always know there's always going to be racist people out there. There's always going to be internet gangsters out there in this world, right? But if you are a player and you're playing for Chelsea, this is your opportunity to show people what you can do, not regress and go back. This is what I don't understand about this team, man.
I will for Caicedo, right? I think we fans are being so hard on him. I'll be real with you. This is his fourth month, right? And he's just 22. Some players starting very well.
Wow.
Give me a sec. Give me a sec, bro. Give me a sec.
That's why I'm not the same age with Jackson and the same amount of months.
I didn't talk about
you are telling me
talk about Jackson.
too hard on him. Are you serious?
Yeah, people like you people like you as well.
No. You can't give me that.
Already
double standard.
No.
I won't take it.
Why is it double standard?
No, you can't.
Yeah, but King Black, let Oluwa.
Jackson. I just said Jackson for me.
No, King Black, wait. Let Oluwa land
You
his
said
point.
Jackson was not good enough, straight up. And then I can
King Black.
it's not good enough at all. It's not.
Okay, I'll give it to you. Yeah, he's not good enough. Fine.
Oluwa, make your point.
He cannot receive the ball I cannot receive the ball and just stand off player.
No. Yeah, but wait.
You were thinking it was
he
going to come
doesn't
out.
even check his shoulder. He doesn't
Wait a
check
minute.
his shoulder.
And that's where he needs to improve. Those are the places he needs to improve on. I understand you.
No, these are the skill sets you come with for 115 million pounds.
That's nonsense, please. It's not his fault. It's that amount of money. Let's stop kidding ourselves, please.
No. But King Black, there's one thing, no. There's one thing.
It's not his fault that they bought him for that amount. What do you mean by it?
Oluwa, 2 seconds, please. I don't really even think, I'm not convinced Caicedo is actually a defensive midfielder. I think he's more of an attacking midfielder.
He's a number 8. He's a number 8.
Thank you,
Number 8.
Abdul. Do you know?
Yeah.
Do you know where I knew it, and this is how I knew it. Potter was playing McAllister deep as a 6. He played the 3-3-3-1. So McAllister was the one doing what Caicedo was doing for Dizabi under Potter. So it was Caicedo and Nwempu, that guy that retired.
Yeah, the Zambian guy.
Unfortunately, yes, that were attacking 8.
Yeah, they were double 8.
So Potter knew that this guy was not the anchor man.
Exactly. I think that's where the hype comes from.
He used McAllister as the anchor. This is why Pochettino is still asking for a 6, a grown-up, a mature 6.
Yeah,
we don't have
I think that's where the hype comes from. So I think that's why he's actually what do you call it? He's just using his brain just to try and play what he thinks his 6 can play. So that's why he looks like he's just playing it safe and he's just hiding.
But that means
I don't think he knows how to play his 6.
That means if he's an attacking 6, if he's let's say it's a box to box, right? Can we all agree? Like
I think it's more or less like that. It's more or less like
no, Abdul, 1 second. Abdul, you know what I think Caicedo is, right?
Right?
No.
Yes, 1 second, Oluwa, bro. You know what I think Caicedo is? When you're playing the position of number 8, there is 2 types of number 8. There's an attacking number 8 and a defensive number 8. I think he's a defensive number 8 because when he was playing as a double 8 with that guy that retired, that guy used to attack more, and this guy was like more of a cleaner, if you know what I mean.
But Guled, that means we actually bought someone that doesn't have a traditional role on the pitch. He's not a master of any of the roles of the traditional roles on the pitch.
Yeah. Basically, he defends. He defends from the number 8 position.
Club.
So
he defends from the number 8 position.
I'm asking you, man. He's not much on the club.
And what's crazy is the double 6 we are playing now should have been perfect for Caicedo, but then his partner needs to be someone like a Palinia.
Enzo.
Yes. Yeah. His partner needs to be someone like that could just
somebody that don't move. Somebody that don't move.
What about
someone that just releases the ball to, and Caicedo will just be the support system to the main number 6. It's crazy. I don't know where Enzo plays under. I don't know where Enzo plays under Pochettino. People are saying I don't know where he plays, honestly.
King Black. God bless you. I need to make.
I don't know where Opanka plays. So
let me
honestly. I can't tell you where he plays. About Opanka. King Black, because Blue Eyes. Before you go, people told me the first game of the season when we said, why is Gallagher playing up front? Why is Gallagher playing number 10? Enzo has a passing quality. Put him there. Let him play. And put Joe Gallagher on the bench. When they now changed it, after he had like 3 stinking performances, why will you play Enzo as a 10? Why will you play as a Fancy fans? We know your way. We know your way. Your boy is flopping both home and abroad. Tell him to step up. Just pray he steps up, because we don't know. They either sack Pochettino because of Enzo. I don't think it's going to happen, because these owners, they might flip both of them soon, because the way they are signing players. They say
but King Black.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, but King Black, let's be completely fair with these players, right? They came from South America, right? And I have noticed this even with certain South American. I've noticed. Yeah, but I've noticed this all over with certain South American players. Do you remember when Mascherano came to West Ham with Davis?
Mm-hmm.
The guy was a mumu for the first 2 seasons, man.
He was a mumu. He was a mumu and couldn't even start for West Ham.
A lot of them.
Yeah.
And then Liverpool bought him. He became a superstar.
Because of the pace, Abdul. The pace of the Premier League is so completely different to the pace of South American football.
Yeah,
he will definitely naturally take
that Mascherano's own. I was surprised, man.
Yeah, And
Yeah,
look
because
what
he
he
had better
became.
players around him as well. You had Xabi Alonso, you had 7G.
Yeah, but Oluwa, when he was in West Ham, he couldn't even make the first team when he
Yeah,
came
but
there with
that
Tevez.
season, I agree with you. That I think towards the end of the season with Tevez as well, I think both of them started improving. If you recall,
Hmm.
started improving. Tevez scored he scored the winning goal at Man United away. Then he
Yeah,
went to Man City. Sorry, he went to Man United. Then the other guy went to Liverpool. So you're very correct. Southern American players, the Argentine especially, they struggle a lot when they come to England.
yeah,
Finding
they
a
find it.
river.
No, but guys, let's be completely honest. That's how football is. Certain players, I don't know if it's intelligence or if it's high IQ,
to
but
adapt.
certain players know how to adapt quickly, and
Oh,
some
I
cannot
remember
adapt quickly.
King Black, please don't go away, please. I remember you were telling me then, this time last year, or early this year, January, you were telling me Enzo doesn't need any time to adapt. Like he's a world class player. He doesn't need to adapt. There's no like adapting. If you're good, you're good.
Exactly.
I remember your word vividly because you're quiet. I'm calling you out now. Cool, you're quiet.
Kim Black, come and defend your file.
Yeah, he gotta defend himself. He's calling Enzo our guy. That was his man. That
Kim
was
Black,
his man.
your file is on somebody's table.
He was really pushing for this guy to be for us to buy this guy. Remember, when he was in Benfica, saying we should drop the money. He's going to transform our midfield. You know, I was saying he needed time. He needed that experienced player to help him integrate into the team. He said no, he didn't need any time. He's going to adapt easily to the team.
I think it takes a certain level of IQ, man.
He came at 21. This is not Benfica. This is Chelsea with pressure, high
Yeah,
tempo.
he's not gonna have enough time on the ball.
And let me tell
He
you,
can't dilly dally.
next
He
season,
have
don't be surprised these two players might come. They might come good or they might still be the same. I don't know, but that's
yeah,
football. That's
yeah,
football.
yeah, yeah.
No,
But this is
but
why
the
I'm
thing
not I'm
is,
not too harsh on them.
no, but the thing is, there's a lot of factors that come into play. That's number one. Because I can remember Alan Pardew practically looking at Mascherano as if he's garbage, and he couldn't even bear the thought of even playing him. And look at the kind
Yeah,
of career Mascherano had in a
he
more
demoted him to West
in,
Ham B.
exactly in a more high level teams, in a more in teams where the football was not a joke. See what Mascherano went to demonstrate, and see what he did for Argentina. So sometimes it boils down to not just the players, or maybe they've changed leagues or things that are affecting the players. It comes in different ways. And we Chelsea fan base, we are also very critical. I'm sure if some of these players were playing for different teams, our analysis and report on them will be quite different. Our opinions of them might not be what we are actually saying now and what we are actually narrating now. So, because if you look at Caicedo, if you look at Enzo, it's not really that he's played poorly, but unfortunately, the team has been poor since he's been here. So, how
Abdul, let's
easy?
be completely honest. Let's be completely honest. The pace of the Premier League is too quick for him, man. It's too quick for
Um,
him. He have to find a way to adapt, just like Mascherano did. But I think this kind of adaptation takes a certain level of IQ. Because
I
certain
understand.
players they give up.
I understand what you're saying, but you see, football is these people's job, and they eat football for a living. There's always a way of if you are into football in a certain way, there's always a way for you. If you know, okay, these guys are playing too fast, you just reduce your football to one touch football, and you don't try to be as fast as them. You make your football do the running for you rather than you doing the running. There's different ways of playing football. So
Mhm.
that's why I said there's different parameters. I mean, what did Zola say when he first came to England? He said he almost broke his neck because the ball was always in the sky. But we all know what Zola did. So I don't know, man. Sometimes it's difficult to actually look from the outside and say, this is what's going on, this is the situation and things like that. But anyway,
Yeah, yeah,
we
but Abdul, this is why I was saying it takes a certain level of IQ. I'll give you a simple example. when Fabregas came from Barcelona and he came to Arsenal and he was young and he had all these superstars around him, the pace was still the same. We know that Fabregas is a slow player, but somehow, some way, he made the league adapt to his pace instead of him adapting to the league's pace. But it takes a certain level of IQ, like you said, one touch pass, seeing the pass before even the ball comes to you. Those kind of things, Enzo maybe doesn't have the IQ to pick up on that quickly. It might take him maybe 2 seasons, maybe 3, God knows. That's the issue.
Let me tell you something.
But another thing is, Gullet.
Let me
Hold
see.
on,
Let me
okay,
see.
2 seconds. Okay,
Sorry.
2 seconds, please. But another thing is, I've watched Enzo played a good game and people said it's rubbish. The fan base saying it's rubbish. And I've seen Enzo just play an average game and people say like, so with Chelsea fan base, sometimes to be honest, sometimes I'm a bit tired of actually discussing football with them because you don't know, are they watching these people's character or are they watching the football itself? So anyway, we'll wait and see.
Yeah, Abdul, like my thing with Enzo is sometimes I just wish the transfer was just a loan move like Amrabat. Sometimes you just see these boys, you think you are just hoping.
Exactly.
You are just hoping. My guys, don't get your hopes up on that.
Okay, let me tell you something. Okay, let me tell you something. You know what I've figured out in the past 2 games for myself? I think the only thing the Pochettino has been able to figure out right now is I think he's going to dare the system by messing around with this Enzo's position. By default, Enzo should be starting in every game because he's how much do we spend on him?
105.
He should be starting in every game, but I think Pochettino has finally found a little bit of an opening where he can exploit playing without this guy. Like let him come off the bench because I'm understanding that Pochettino is advocating for this guy to stay, Connor, but the board wants him gone because that's 60 million in the coffers. Is that correct? I don't know. You guys that are following out there should know.
That's very very correct. They're trying to sell him, but I think Connor is the most important player for Poch right now.
But yeah, it's now looking like it's a battle between. So now Poch has to prove to them that all these, this guy that you want to sell is actually better than the one you want me to be playing every game. Is what I'm trying to say here. So we're going to probably start seeing a little bit of political display in the field of play.
And you know what's sad, guys?
Yeah.
The only, I can say, tested, even though it's not tested as much, number 6 that we have in this club is the guy we bought who's injured, who's Lavi.
Yeah, I think going forward, Chelsea are better off playing Lavia, Corner, and Palmer as their midfield.
How do you know? What do you know about Lavia? He hasn't even won a jersey yet.
And see, I've been watching Lavia since I've been watching Man City, so I know what Lavia can actually bring. But I'm not saying
the same way Caicedo was being hyped before he came to Ravi.
No. That guy said.
Talk about.
I just said an experiment.
Well, that's true. You have been optimistic.
That experiment will probably be the best going forward. But this Enzo Caicedo experiment, my guys, I beg. It's just like that Harvard experiment. It doesn't work out.
You know what, K? You know what, K?
Expect every day.
You know what, K? If Enzo will play in this team, he should not have as much defensive responsibilities. They have to be 2 double sixes behind him. That's the only way he can play this.
Even if he has 10 double six behind him, so if he has 10 double six behind him, he's not doing anything on the attack.
It's not like his attacking instinct is that good as well.
It's not good. It's not shooting. It's not passing.
But K, you know why I said that? Do you remember when Potter was here and we were playing 3-5-2? Remember, and even the wing backs were helping the midfield. That's the only time when Enzo thrived a little, or we saw something from Enzo. One assist there, one through ball there.
off their
because he didn't
high
have as much
from that
defensive
transfer. Now
responsibilities.
you're just seeing the real Enzo. It's just off their
But,
high
but the thing is,
that
K. But the thing
transfer.
is, K. What overrides everything, okay, is what the manager is trying to do. What is I've always raised it, or I've raised it regularly. Nobody is trying to come out and say this is what Poch is doing, or this is what Poch is trying to do. Now, no matter how much skills you have, okay, what the manager is trying to do actually overrides everything else. What is Poch trying to do? That's what I'm not saying I'm not critiquing Poch. I'm not saying what he's doing is negative, but I'm saying sometimes the effectiveness of what the manager is trying to do sometimes might
Abdul,
might not make certain
I agree with
might
what
not
you're
make
saying
certain things visible. Let me give
because
you an
if
example. Let me give you just two examples, okay? What the manager is trying to do sometimes might not make certain things visible. So, for example, look at Arteta, what he was trying to do in his first two seasons. Look at what's it called? The guy at Aston Villa, what he was trying to do
Arsenal.
at Arsenal as well. Okay, when we didn't even have injuries, if we're going to be fair enough, even what Potter was trying to do. Okay, so sometimes what people are trying to do will override what the player is trying to do. So, what is Poch trying to do?
That's the $1 million question, Abdul.
And that's why I explained at the start of it. I think
This
I
guy's
saw what Poch
basics
was trying
are
to
even
do.
wrong.
No,
This guy's
that's why I
basics are
said
even wrong, Abdul. The guy's
no.
not even playing
We
the
can't.
players.
No. It depends. It depends on how
Yeah, but
effective.
he's not playing the players that are supposed to play in their position.
So we don't know what he's trying to do.
Abdul, yeah, this is one of the problems I think the team has. Even if you watch the whole entire team, I think Conor Gallagher is probably the only one that you can see is actually
Playing his
performing
position.
to like what we expect him to play. The other 10 players or 9 players are just, I don't know, they're just way below average. And yes, I understand what you're trying to say, because if you watch the game today, there were times where I feel like Chelsea were breaking, like they were breaking on the counter and they just stopped for it for like 30 seconds and tried to recycle the ball. I'm
That
like,
is what I'm
trying to
saying.
recycle the
Thank you
possession
very
all the
much.
time. Like, why are you not trying to take risks, like beat your
Thank
man,
you,
cross
thank
to
you
a
very much,
dangerous area? Like,
Thank you very much for that point you made.
why are
Is
you
that what
recycling
Poch?
back to
Is that
Thiago Silva? Like, why is
thank you very much.
Thiago
Is that
Silva
what
having more
Poch?
touches? Is that his
Is that
idea?
what exactly? Is that what Poch is
Then
trying to do?
if that is his idea,
Okay,
it's not going to work. I'm sorry.
exactly. No, you cannot say it's not going to work because I was watching a game a few days. What's today?
But
Tuesday.
I've said
Last
this
week.
thing before.
Hold on,
I've said
Akim
it
Black.
before, actually.
Hold on, Akim Black. Let me complete this. I
Okay,
was
okay,
watching
okay.
a Europa game on Thursday last week. I think Thursday or Friday. It was a Dutch team. I can't remember what Dutch team were playing. Okay, and then they broke out, and then they wanted to score. Okay, and
I think it
then
was Ajax.
no, it wasn't Ajax. It was another team there. And then they recycled the ball almost to the defense and attacked again and almost scored again. You get a point, which is what we knew in those days as Dutch football. They will hog the ball, they will never give it to you. They will not take unnecessary risk. They will rather keep the ball than take unnecessary risk, except if it's absolutely necessary. Okay, so what I'm trying to say is this what Poch is trying to do, where it's ball possession, like Sari, which like we hold the ball, even if we break, okay, if there's no way or no passage at this part, okay, then we recycle the ball again. Is that what he's trying to do? I'm just guessing. I'm not saying it's right.
But Abdul,
I'm just
Abdul,
saying,
you're right.
is that what?
You're right. I've said something like that before. Like, we are trying to pass our way out of trouble. You get what I'm saying? Like, that's exactly what we are. We are basically passing our way out of trouble. We are trying to pass our way to the opposition's half and getting a goal. Like, we are not trying to. The players are not basically trying to get away from their man. They are just trying to pass it away from.
Exactly.
And it's crazy. And you know what's funny? If you're trying to do that, that means there has to be a lot of 1-2s, especially in the final third.
One,
1-2s makes
Exactly.
you 1-2, especially 1-2.
The movement.
1-2 makes you
movement.
1-2 enables you to beat your man without really beating your man.
Exactly. So even if we try to score, when we go get the opportunity or something blocks that attempt,